Leos, I'm Athina and I'm grateful that you're here with me today. Today we are going to look at your month of December 2023. That's why we have the Christmas decoration out. So, yeah, if you are new to this channel, I always use my self-made spread here to look into the month ahead. Those 6 questions will be answered with the tarot cards, and afterwards I have oracle decks to give us some more information and some more guidance and help. And yeah, there is not much left to say. But yeah, you can choose your group or groups based on the color of the dice, the numbers that you are seeing, the tarot deck, the crystals. Of course, after I'm a little bit bad. And there are going to be tunes, notes that you are going to hear, that I'm going to play on my guitar. But that Clairaudiant selection will be after the 1-minute meditation music that I'm going to play after I've introduced the piles. So know that the Clairaudiant will come after the meditation, and so if you are Clairaudiant, you can choose your pile based on that note that you will be hearing there. And I'm going to play the note like this, first for pile 1, then 2 and 3, and then again 1, 2 and 3, so you hear the note twice, so that you can take your time to decide which one to listen. And of course, if you need more times to listen to the notes, you can, in the timestamp there is Clairaudiant selection where you can click on the timestamp and then you hear it again. Do it as many times as you need to be able to choose your group and groups that you are the most drawn towards with your intuition. So now to the piles. Pile number 1, you have the white dice, the number 1. Your deck is the Gentle Heart Tarot. This is how it looks like, the back of the card. And if you want to choose based on the artwork, your random card is this one here. Your random card is the Empress. And your crystal is Septarine, I think is how you pronounce that. This stone here, it looks like an egg, a dragon egg. Septarine, tarine, I don't know. It looks so cool, really like an egg. So this is your crystal. The egg somehow fits with the Empress. Pile number 2, you have the green dice and the Mystical Manga Tarot. This is how it looks at the back of the cards. Your random card for the artwork, if you choose based on artwork, or the artwork helps you choose better, then your card is the Hierophant. Your crystal is this labradorite. Unfortunately, this labradorite, shiny thing is only a little bit, and I'm not sure if you can see it here on the point here, the shiny part of the labradorite. It's only that one, but it's still a beautiful stone. Here. Pile number 3, you have the blue dice, the Modern Witch Tarot. This is the back of the deck, and if you like to choose with artwork, we have Strength. Wow, all 3 groups got major arcana. That is nice. So you have Strength, and your stone is this moss agate. So I'm now going to leave you all for 1 minute so that you can meditate upon the decks, the cards, the crystals, the color of the dice, the number 1, 2, 3. The timestamp is in the description so that you can move past if you already know which one to take. And now I will see you at your piles. See you later. Pile number 1, you chose the Gentle Heart Tarot, the Sagittarius, I think it's how you pronounce it, I'm not sure. And this is going to be your month prediction of December 2023. So I hope you had a good month of November. Now let's see how December is going to be like, the last month of the year. So, just shuffling a little bit. Okay, I shuffled enough. Okay, please be guys. What is the main theme of December 2023 for pile number 1? What is the main theme of the month December 2023 for pile number 1? Please be guys. What is the main theme for pile number 1's December 2023? Please be guys. What is the main theme of the month for pile number 1's December 2023? Please be guys. What is the main theme of the month for pile number 1 in December 2023? What is the main theme of the month December 2023 for pile number 1? Low. Apparently we have here a lot of cards. Okay, I'm going to take them. They washed away the present. So please be guys, what does pile number 1 need to look out for in the month of December 2023? Please be guys, what does pile number 1 need to look out for in the month of December 2023? Please be guys, what does pile number 1 need to look out for in the month of December 2023? What does pile number 1 need to look out for in the month of December 2023? This, so that I know which came first. Please, Spirit Guides, what energy can pile number 1 release from the past month of November that they don't need anymore so that they can have a good month of December? What energy can pile number 1 release from the month of November so that they can have a good month of December? Please, Spirit Guides, what energy can pile number 1 release from the month of November 2023? No. Not the half of the cards. What energy can pile number 1 release from the month of November 2023 so that they can have a good month of December 2023? Please, Spirit Guides, what energy can pile number 1 release of this past month? This one here. So, please, Spirit Guides, what energy can pile number 1 embody so that they can have a good month of December 2023? Please, Spirit Guides, what energy can pile number 1 embody for them to have a good month of December 2023? I saw this card. One group got that as an indicator. Lol. That's funny. So, please, Spirit Guides, what advice do you have for pile number 1's month of December? What advice is there for pile number 1 for the month of December 2023? What is the advice? This, like this. Please, Spirit Guides, what is the possible outcome of the month ahead? Is this for the possible month? Yes, okay. What is the possible outcome of the month of December 2023 for pile number 1? What is the possible outcome? So at the back of the deck we have the 3 of crystals or the 3 of wands. Now I'm going to make room a bit for the main theme of the month is, wait, hold on, this first. The King of Wands in reverse, the Page of Diamonds in reverse, the Knight of Crystals upright, and the King of Diamonds in reverse. So we have a lot of people here. So we have the King of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. So we have 2 Wands and 2 Pentacles here. So fire sign and earth sign makes sense. It makes sense. December, Sagittarius and Capricorn. Hi. Wish you a good birthday. Thanks for showing up. But looks like there's going to be a lot of people around you. So the main theme of the month is community, maybe family even. Because we have the elderly here with the King of Pentacles. He has white hair. We have the King of Wands here, which is a bit younger than the King of Pentacles, looks just like that, based on the image here. Then we have the Knight of Wands, that is also a little bit younger than the King of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles, which is the youngest. You could see this as the grandfather, the father, the older brother, and the younger sister. But on the meanings, let's see on the meanings, because I am learning the meanings of this deck based on the guidebook. Let's start with the King of Wands. What does it say here? The King of Wands reversed. Entering the King of Crystals or King of Fire reversed implies that the situation is unpredictable, you're all over the place, and do not know where to put some of your energy. When managed properly, you can redirect your focus onto a creative project. However, when left ignored, the situation can result in unnecessary arguments and restlessness caused by a lack of appropriate direction. And as soon as a court card is in reverse, those people can influence negatively the situation or just make it that it does not work out. The Page of Diamonds in reverse says, when reversed, the Page of Diamonds turns spoiled and entitled. On the surface, laziness and lack of focus have taken over. Makes sense with the King of Wands, because the King of Wands, when reversed in the guidebook, said that doesn't know where to go, is all over the place, and here it looks like the laziness and lack of focus have taken over, so procrastination maybe. But the root of the issue often remains hidden. Fear of failure or insecurity is causing the lack of enthusiasm and progress. Some serious self-love is necessary right now, including the time to rebalance the body's energy centers, also known as chakras. So if you want to balance your chakras, I do have some Reiki on my channel. One video where I do all the chakras, starting from the crown chakra down to the root chakra, and I'm uploading slowly, focused on only one chakra. I have now root, sacral, and solar plexus chakra up. Soon in December, I think, will come the heart chakra Reiki. And I am thinking, because I still haven't made the plans yet, for January, maybe you will have the throat chakra there. But yeah, so then we have the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Crystals, upright. You're full of energy and are driven to take immediate action. You are being surrounded by restless and headstrong energy, which helps you get things done, rather than resorting to merely speaking about what potentially lies ahead. The Knight of Crystals usually bears good news and can be trusted with challenging tasks. He is a visionary filled with wanderlust and passion. At this time, a big happy event is in the works for you. Therefore, you must allow the universe to do its job while you focus on your personal responsibilities. Focus on manifesting your dreams into reality, as right now, your professional life and your love life are in favorable environment. This is a fertile time for you to obtain everything you desire to have as a part of your human existence. So from those energies of not knowing where to go and not having a focus, into taking action upon your dreams and passions, to the King of Diamonds, Pentacles in reverse. What this say? When reversed, be extremely cautious when doing business with this person. When in balance, the King of Diamonds can be deceitful and materialistic. You are better off working with someone else or waiting for a new opportunity to arise. So we have a warning about this person if this is a person entering your life. So be cautious to not get too much into the lost focus and not knowing where to go. Try to rebalance yourself, maybe your chakra, maybe do a meditation. You don't have to do chakra healing. Just find a way to center and ground yourself, and then take one step at a time and be cautious of this person here. Then we have what to look out for in the month ahead. We have, I'm going to put those back together like this, just because I have not enough room for the cards. So we have the Three of Swords, the Three of Cups. If this is another 3, okay, it's not. I was going, if this is another 3, then I'm going to jump up. But no, I'm going to stay seated. Looks like what you need to look out for is people in general, your friends, the people that you are going to meet for celebration. They may be some that are decideful or wanting to get into an agreement. They may be poking onto your hurt, hurting heart, because this person is stabbed by 3 swords at the heart. Thoughts and words can hurt your feelings. It doesn't have to be hurting your mental energy, because that's what the swords are about: mental thinking, communication, thoughts. The 3 of Cups is about feeling. You're feeling in a community, you feel like you belong, you're celebrating together. And we have again the 5 of Swords with thoughts, communication, and so on. So let's see, going from the middle to the sides, because that's how you read. When you have an odd number of cards, you start with the center card and go side by side, because the center card is the main focus, the main message. So now is the time to have fun, celebrate, and party. Well, December, you know, Christmas and stuff. Not only Christmas, if you have a different holiday, then this works as well. So let's say a holiday. Pop, so that everyone can be included here. Or if you don't celebrate any holiday, maybe what is celebrated? Yule, I think, in witchy. I don't know. I'm not a witch, so I think it's Yule or something similar. Don't quote me on that. Pop the champagne bottles you've been saving for a special occasion. Maybe this is talking about New Year's. For those that celebrate New Year's from December 31st to January 1st. A special occasion, share your victories with others, or pay cautious to who you are going to share those stuff, because it's what to look out for. When the 3 of Cups appears, there is a thoughtless emotional growth and maturing present as you playfully learn more about your own as well as other people's needs. Being open-minded means that you are inviting an abundance of different possibilities into your life involving other people. Romantic and professional accomplishments are frequently the result of emotional availability. The world loves when you are open about how you feel and reveal in your success. You deserve to. Then on to the 3 of Swords. Sometimes you just need to let it go, even if it stings. The 3 of Swords refers to a person or situation you are bound to separate from. You may have previously felt like the energy in the room was off, but nevertheless, you attempted to hold on and hope for the best. Know that even though letting go hurts, the end result is positive. You need to let go of negativity. After all, only very few bonds are meant to last a lifetime, indicating that most of your connections will eventually disintegrate. Let them go and begin your recovery process. So maybe you are leaving some people behind when you did not in the past. The 5 of Swords. In numerology, the number 5 corresponds to inherently challenging situations that can be overcome solely through patience and acceptance. Consequently, it is only logical that the 5 of Swords would bring with it a similar meaning. When this card appears during a reading, you are being asked to be strategic about overcoming obstacles in your way. Instead of allowing your emotions to get the best of you, getting emotional will only complicate the situation. And besides, adjusting to life's challenges is an inevitable part of human existence. So yeah, you are going to have some challenges with those people, and maybe the best is for you to let go of them. If this is something, of course, you have been thinking of doing. If this is totally new, maybe reflect upon that more. If and see if there is a possibility to mend things, but if not, living, healing, overcoming is the obstacles is what is going to happen. And if you can celebrate somehow even through those difficult situation, then do so. You deserve to celebrate even on tough times, so that you can distract yourself from all the negativity and have a little bit of fun, because it's December. It's the month of celebration in whatever form this may be. So the energy to release of the month of November is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups, she is creative, totally into her intuition, and really follows her heart and emotions. So in November, you may have listened a lot to your intuition, your emotions, you've been creative, and for this month of December, it's time to let that go. And since we had here a little bit more of don't let your emotions overtake you, looks like it's saying that you should not take your emotions with you for the month of December. Well, yes, I mean, you should always listen to your emotions, but looks like for this month of December, maybe also listening more to your head. Your strategic plans could be beneficial. Find the balance between emotion, between your heart and your mind, is basically what I have here. So, but just to make sure, what does the Queen of Cups say here, so that we know what exactly to release. So releasing the Queen of Cups is, she's a lover and a hopeless romantic through and through. I can relate to that, hopeless romantic. The Queen of Cups will always receive you with warmth, compassion, and love. She is a superb listener with an unusually inviting shoulder to cry on. Being extraordinarily creative, she always finds a way to make people smile and feel better about themselves. Maybe the tendency to let people come to you and cry on your shoulders and so on is what you need to release the energy and focus more on yourself for the month of December, if this applies to you. Having this energy around you provides the stability you need to feel and love more deeply than you ever have. Psychic abilities are commonly involved when the Queen of Cups is present, and you can let yourself be vulnerable and trust your intuition. Allow your sixth sense to lead the way. Or maybe don't always be in your psychic abilities, because that means that you are in your head. You are more focused on the three upper chakras with your heart chakra in between. Sometimes you need to come down to earth, not always be up there with spirit guides and so on and so forth. Sometimes you need to be here on earth with the people, with the physical, to do things, not always up there. What energy can you embody for the month of December? We have the Hierophant, the teacher, the wise person, following traditions, teaches you the traditions and stuff like this. An institution is also the Hierophant can look like, because of the teacher. So the Hierophant is the energy of the wise, the person that has a lot of wisdom and teaches their wisdom to the others. It may be in spiritual sense or just life experiences. It looks like you need to embody a little bit of the wise teacher, and maybe teach yourself or teach someone else about certain things. And so let's read what the Hierophant says here in this guidebook. How do you feel about your spiritual journey? Is there any organized institution that has become a part of your life? Think, in brackets, think religious, philosophical, educational, spiritual. The Hierophant indicates that you are no longer simply a follower. Your understanding goes far beyond that. Any groups or organizations attempting to pressure you into believing that their way is the only way are underestimating how rebellious you can be. Sure, you find pleasure in certain traditions and rituals, but you are your own person with an independent mind. You choose to live by whatever truth resonates with your core beliefs, not by what society or a group of people tell you to think. Breaking free from the norm often means that you will have to deal with some repercussions. Lean on your divine wisdom and remain open-minded. That way others will feel heard while you stay in line with your core beliefs. You know what you're doing and why you believe in what you do. Trust yourself. Upright meanings of the Hierophant. For this deck are the keywords seeking truth, integrity, new and old traditions, open-mindedness, compassion, and wisdom. The wisdom of the owl. You're the owl here. Hi. Nice. Okay, next. The advice for this month of December, we have the Lovers in reverse, the Devil in reverse, well then, Ace of Diamonds, and I have no room, and Six of Cups. So, the Lovers in reverse in this deck means reverse selfishness, conflict, stubbornness, imbalance. Then we have the Devil in reverse. Means self-empowerment, freedom, determination, self-control, potential, indulgence. So finding balance within yourself to be maybe a little bit more selfish, to indulge in certain things that make you happy, to be free of who you want to be, to empower yourself, to take control of your things, being determined, maybe a little bit less stubborn, not getting into any conflicts, because conflict, chaos, drama is just energy draining. Then we have the Ace of Wands. Your earthly ventures are taking off. The Ace of Diamonds is an exceedingly complementary card, predicting success in areas of your life, such as your health, finances, and time management. Planting seeds for new ventures now will ensure plenty of fruit to harvest in the future. Whether you are looking at an opportunity to invest or starting your own business, the universe is in full support of your earthly ventures. Yeah, finding balance within yourself, being self-empowerment that you can do whatever you want to do, whatever this Ace of Diamonds has been talking in the guidebook, you can do that. You are a powerful being that maybe needs just a little bit more balance, finding a little bit more balance, being self-empowered, determined, that you're going to be able to pull that off. that endeavor that you are wanting. And now I'm hearing a song that was from a movie that I watched as a teenager, I think. Yeah, it's from the movie Lemonade Mouth, Determinate. No, it's not determination, but it is determinate. Well, let's see what the text says. Maybe it does have something to say. Trying hard to fight these tears. I'm crazy worried. Messing with my head this fear. I'm so sorry. You know you gotta get it out. I can't take it. That's what being friends about. I wanna cry. I can't deny tonight. I wanna up and hide and get inside. It isn't right. I gotta live in my life. I know, I gotta do it. I know, I gotta do it. Gotta turn the world into your dance floor. Determinate. Push until you can and then demand more. Determinate. You and me together, we can make it better. Gotta turn the world into your dance floor. Determinate. Hate to feel this way, and waste the day. I gotta get myself on stage. I shouldn't wait or be afraid. The chips will fall where they may. That's nice. That part somehow fits. That you gotta get yourself up on the stage and just not be afraid or not wait. The things are going to fall into place. That's nice. That's really nice. Yeah, now I'm still hearing the song, but maybe if you want to listen to the song, search for it. It's on YouTube. Determinate Lemonade Mouth. And maybe you find some more messages in that song for yourself. So then, 6 of Cups. You're going through an immense amount of personal growth at this point in time. Instead of feeling sad about a happy time in your life coming to an end, you are grateful for the experience. You are exploring the beauty of sentimentality and are at peace with your past. The empathy and compassion you have for your past self are helping you get rid of negative emotions. Because you are in a safe space at this time, you are capable of taking a step back when reminiscing about the years gone by and everything you've been through. Knowing that you can learn from your past and shape your own future brings joy to your heart. It isn't uncommon words pronunciation difficult to have the urge to share your future plans with others and help those around you feel more motivated. That's nice. That's a nice thing. Yeah, like if you want to and if you feel comfortable, you can share with me in the comments what you are trying to do, and maybe I can hype you up on that. It would be nice. Like, I'm going to be in Brazil when this video comes out. I'm not sure if I will from time to time look at the comments that come in. I will not be able to film anything, but while I'm in Brazil, I'm going to be studying German, French, and Portuguese. German and French because it's for the entrance exam for college. Portuguese because Brazil speaks Portuguese and I never studied Portuguese in a school or anything. Everything I know is from speaking with my mother, listening to songs in Portuguese, watching TV, and reading like a few books in Portuguese, but I don't know how to write correctly. I don't know a lot about the tense, the verb tenses, the past, present, and future tense that exists. So going there to study. I have a book on it. I'm going to study for myself, and then also learning vocabulary and ask my uncle and my family that know a little bit more about Portuguese about those stuff. And so I'm going to be studying on languages while I'm there. Of course, I'm going to study tarot. I'm going to take that with me. I'm going to maybe upload things on Instagram and TikTok a little bit more. Because I'm not sure. I'm certainly not going to be able to make anything for YouTube because I cannot. The cover, the suitcase is full. I have no room anymore for my tripod, so I cannot take my tripod with me to film anything. So I have to improvise with the things that I have there to make TikTok and Instagram stuff, sadly. But yeah. So those are the things that I'm going to do. I hope that you can cheer me on that, and maybe you find motivation in starting something, to learn something new, like I'm going to do myself, and just experiencing something new. Maybe if you want to share what you are planning to do, and if you feel comfortable in sharing that, let me know so that I can hype you up, that I can cheer you on, and wish you all the best. So now, on to the possible outcome of the month. We have Death in reverse and Ace of Swords in reverse. Ooh. So let's see what this Death in reverse in this deck mean. Death in reverse means destruction, pain, despair, misery, lethargy, stagnation. Ooh. Don't worry, we will not be in misery. The word that I'm the most drawn towards is lethargy. So you may be feeling a lot lethargic at the end of December. If you are from the northern hemisphere, it's winter for us. Even though I'm going to be in the southern hemisphere. I live in the northern hemisphere. So come winter, the sun is away, it's gray, it's rainy, it's snowing sometimes. It snows less in the city now than it did in the past. But you get lethargy because you don't get that vitamin D. You don't have enough vitamin D for winter, and so you feel lethargic because the sun is the energy that gives us life. Vitamin D is like it's like it fuels our battery. It recharges our battery to have energy to move on, to take action, and so on and so forth. And sometimes when we don't have enough sun energy, when we don't have enough vitamin B, perhaps you don't have enough vitamin B, and this was a slip up for you to check with your doctor and get your blood tested. But if we don't have enough of vitamins, we do feel lethargic, and I can say that I did. And I took a little bit of vitamin supplementary last winter because I was so lethargic. I just wanted to sleep and do nothing. So get yourself checked for those that may have been already like, something is not right. Moreover, if you are in the northern hemisphere, the lethargy may come because the sun is not up. And I feel you. That's why I'm running away to the southern hemisphere. Then I'm going to spend seven weeks there and get as much vitamin D as I can so that I can survive the rest of January and February till the sun comes up again. In March, April, hopefully. So yeah. But if you don't have the opportunity to to get into the sun. Maybe look into vitamin supplies. But first get yourself checked by a doctor, by a health professional. Don't take me as a professional. No, I'm just sharing my experiences and maybe guiding you towards taking action upon that if you can. It's better to be safe than sorry. So professionals always comes first. Then we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. When reversed, this card forecasts a delay in your plans. This might leave you feeling frustrated and confused about why your ideas have yet to manifest into physical reality. Practice patience and clear communication when using the powers of the universe. In an attempt to manifest your wishes, ensure your energy is cleansed and that you are focusing on what you desire, not what you are trying to avoid. The cleansing, energy cleansing is highlighting for me as well. So maybe you feel lethargic because you haven't cleansed your energy a lot. And December, you get a lot, you spend a lot of time with people, and if you are an empath, you need to cleanse your energy. And I have to do that in Brazil a lot because there are some people in my family that carry a lot of heavy energy, because gossip is something that happens a lot in that small city. Gossip is like it is a go-to. I don't prefer that, but I will try to avoid the heavy persons that gossip a lot. I'm going to appear there, hang out with them for a time, but then I'm going to say, now goodbye, I have to study. Was nice to see you. We'll see you again. I'm 7 weeks here, so don't worry, I will appear again. But now I'm going, and then I'm going to be back to my parents' house, because we have their house, and cleanse my energy. So and yes, of course, focus on what you desire and not what you want to avoid, because if you constantly think of the things that you want to avoid, you can sometimes manifest them into your life. Not every time. Sometimes the universe is also there and like, honey, no. I'm not going to bring that into your life, because this is not good for you. So that's why there is a delay, because the thing that you want and desire is not coming, because you're thinking constantly of the thing that you're avoiding, and the universe is trying to protect you from the thing that you are avoiding, and so it is just a cycle of nothing is getting there. Because if the universe always manifested what we were thinking, we would sometimes not be alive anymore, because worst case scenario overthinker can go down that dark hole, and but there is the universe trying to protect us from that dark hole. So I can say for myself that the universe also takes care that not everything comes up as we think it should. So now, moving on to the Oracle deck, get some more information, some more guidance, and whatever may come up. So, please read, guys, what else does pile number 1 need to know about December 2023? Any guidance, any messages for pile number 1? Weight of the world, boundaries, let it go, it's not yours to carry. There are things that you're carrying around that is not for you. Let them go and set clear boundaries with those people. I'm going to read that one out of the guidebook just because I can. And I opened it even at the right page. Ha! It's a page 124 and 125. Maybe those numbers are important to you. If we put them together, we have 7 and 8. Maybe that's important. Yeah, weight of the world. You don't need to carry it all. You're no good to anyone if you're running on empty and bogged down by the weight of the world. This card is a reminder to look after your own well-being before anyone else's. Yeah, the thing that an empath does and a people pleaser. I feel that card. To stop carrying the world's problems on your shoulders. To put on your own oxygen mask first. Is this somehow indicating because I'm going to fly to Brazil? No, I'm joking. Sorry for the jokes I make. In these changing times, I should not be sorry about that. In these changing times, it's hard not to feel overwhelmed by the state of the planet. However, you can take on its problems from all place of energetic depletion. This card is thanking you for caring so much. You want to build a better world and ease the road for others, and that's incredible. But the way you've been doing so is likely unsustainable. This isn't to say you should switch off to the world's problems and become unconscious. Rather, it's a call to establish clear boundaries so you are not constantly taken out energetically. The planet needs you to be healthy both physically and emotionally. Well, that fits with what I said with the Queen of Cups previously. So instead of digesting the news or reaching for your phone as soon as you wake up, show up first to a nourishing practice such as meditation, soul inquiry, deep breathing, or exercising in nature. Once you're in a state of grace and your inner well is full, you can face the day, the state of the world, and care for others. And at the day's end, take an energetic shower by emptying out anything that's not yours to carry. The energy cleanse we had here, you can pick it up again the next morning if you so choose, but give yourself time and space to rejuvenate and rest. Soul inquiry is just a question for you to answer based on your intuition. You can meditate upon that, you can write it in a journal. Whatever works for you is, what are you carrying that isn't even yours? So, please, Spirit guides, what else does pile number 1 need to know about December 2023? Any guidance? Any other messages for pile number 1's December? Well, we have a lot. So, at the back of the deck, we have Child of the Cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you, meaning that you are a child of the cosmos, that you are a child of the universe, and you know the universe knows everything. And because you are part of that universe, you know everything as well that's within you. So know that you have the wisdom, you have the intelligence, you have the intuition within you. So whenever you feel like you don't know what to do, listen deep down within you and you will find the answer. So then we have all paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. Basically what I've said with the Child of the Cosmos. You have your intuition. The answer that you're searching for is within yourself. So you need to look within you to find it. Inner authority, basically saying that you are your own leader. Is how I'm going to take this now. But yeah, all paths lead home. It's like, it reminds me a little bit of the saying that we have in German, alle Wege führen nach Rom. It means all paths lead to Rome. Because the history of Europe, the Roman Empire, and all paths led to Rome because it was the center of the empire. So whatever path you take, you will always find your way to Rome. So basically, whatever path you take, you will always find the way home, the way within yourself, your home within you. your soul, your own very being, your core. So it's time for you to turn the gaze within. Then you also have Forge, don't follow, Path, a new path, be the leader you wish you had. The part number 1, you get again a card that you should be your own leader, that you are going to pave a path that not a lot have walked before you, because you are the one that is going to pave that path for others to follow you. You are the leader, not the follower. We had that here with the Hierophant. You are the leader, not the follower. So you have to be your own leader that you wish you had while going through this. The leader, you are the leader. You pave your own path. You don't follow people, you make the path. You follow yourself. Basically, you follow yourself because you are the leader, and you follow yourself. And others are going to follow you then. Then we have Jump In, a Drummond and Energy Adventure, say yes to change. So this is a card about jumping into the adventure, saying yes to change whatever may come up, to be adventurous, to be spontaneous. And I'm going to read that out of the guidebook because a Drummond then came up, and I want to see what it. I don't remember exactly what the guidebook says about the Andromedans. So let me see what we have here. Jump In. Andromeda is a spiral galaxy, the closest galaxy to the Milky Way. It's believed that Andromedan starseeds are a group of beings who love their freedom. Very adaptable, they have a strong willingness to and ability to change and go with the flow, to find calm in the chaos, to swim with the tides. This card is here to encourage you to do the same. Perhaps you have a significant goal or opportunity ahead of you. If so, you're being guided to jump in. Don't wait for permission. Don't start until you feel ready. Take a deep breath, a good old run up, and jump right on it. Life bends for the courageous, and courageous is what you're being called to be. You're already facing the right direction. The only thing left to do is leap. You'll figure out the details as you go along. Things may not always be smooth sailing. Life on Earth rarely is. However, it's the rougher seas that teach us how to sail with glory, and once you know that, you can navigate any sea, ocean, or storm. The Andromedans want you to fall in love with surfing the waves of life, to seek more adventures, to embrace your own adaptability and find a way to be the calm in the chaos. You didn't come to Earth to be passive. You came to Earth to truly live. Now take a good run up and leap. Then we have here Soul Inquiry, the same thing that we had with the Weight of the World. Is the question, how can you be more adventurous? How are you being called to jump right on in and leap? Basically, it's the leap of faith card here, in this deck. Then you also have the Courage Peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. Oh, this is a beautiful card. I have to read that out of the guidebook as well, because that is a good, beautiful card. The Courage Peony. Let me drink a sip of water, so my throat has enough strength to read. The Courageous Peony. Flowers don't open and close according to who walks by. They embrace all of what they are and show it to the world around them. The peony doesn't try to compete with the cherry blossom, and the cherry blossom doesn't try to compete with the tulip. They own what they are and trust the timing of their true nature. You're being called to do the same. It's time to open yourself up to being seen. Time to share your incredible, multifaceted, true nature with the world around you. To uncover and reveal your soul's greatest gifts without wavering. To own your uniqueness without apology. There's a flower on this planet that holds the same qualities that your soul is readying itself to express. Let it inform you. You may have been taught that it's safer to keep your light hidden and your voice small, to hide behind the bushes instead of growing tall. The courageous peony is here to remind you that it's safe to embody all of who you truly are. It's safe to share your voice and let yourself be seen. At first it may feel uncomfortable and you may be afraid of what others think, but with each passing day it does become easier. Little by little you realize that it draws in those who are meant for you, and experiences you've been longing for arrive at your feet. Soul inquiry. The question is, how are you being called to allow yourself to be more visible and seen in the world? Like, if you, an example for myself about being uncomfortable of letting people see you, is me, myself, and I a year ago when I started this channel. Or if you go back down the video and look at my first ever pick card that I posted, you will see and feel how uncomfortable I am and how I'm not able to talk freely and be just myself. I'm like this nervous wreck. I'm so unsure if my messages are going to help at all, or if I'm just if I'm just doing shit and stuff. You'll see how I'm so not into the flow. And if you compare that one video to my video now, you will see how much I've changed and how much I've grown accustomed to just talk freely with you. To be myself, be my strange self that makes jokes in between of reading the guidebook. To just have this lighter energy sometimes, even if things are tough. To encourage you when things are... I couldn't do that in the past. I was more... how do I speak? English not good moment. How do I express that? What does this mean? I was so insecure. But now I'm just more free flowing. It just comes in. I needed to do that constantly. I had to film constantly my videos so that I could be able to be here where I'm now. And the same goes for you, pile number one. You need to do something constantly till you feel comfortable and more secure and more confident. It's always like when you first start a job. For example, my part-time job. My first part-time job when I really went into the working life was in a supermarket as a cashier. Then of course I was nervous. I didn't know much. I did have training for one day and theory-based what I needed to do, and then the next day was practical training where there was my working colleague at that time who was beside me and helped me out in the beginning to see how I'm doing the stuff on the cashier, giving me tips and tricks for certain things, because he already had some practice in and was sharing those tips and tricks with me that he learned. And so I could implement that too, and so I did not have to come up with all that for myself. So I had a little bit of a buff. Maybe he didn't have someone that would explain it to him like that, but he did it so for me. And because I was so good at it, our boss said to him that he could let me be for now, and I would be alone now at the cashier and do the things. But I was at the beginning, and there were many times where I I've heard my colleagues explain to me how to do that, how it would be easier, some tips and tricks to be a little bit faster, and so on. And one day I was so into this that I got less tips and tricks because I was used to the work, and then I was the one teaching someone else how to do the things and giving tips and tricks for them. So it's just a practice. Practice failure is what makes you be more confident and more in yourself and more comfortable in things. It just takes time. Take the time. Then last but not least, we have lifting the veil. Questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. Yeah, question everything. Does this really make you happy? Is this in alignment with who you want to be? Who you envision to be in the future? Does it align with the dreams that you have, the goals that you have? Is this belief that you have your own, or is this from someone else? Is this belief even true, or is it just mental chatter and not true at all? So question everything, be curious, and anything that just don't align with yourself or with the future self that you want to be, let go. Anything that is not in alignment with yourself right now or the self that you want to be in the future, say goodbye. Try to say goodbye. It's going to hurt, yes, but we need to make those sacrifices so that we can have a happy future. And on the way you go, you may find some other things that are in alignment with yourself. It was you, right, that I heard the songs. The song Lemonade, from Lemonade Mouth, Determinate. I feel like, and also when I was preparing for this reading, it's just coming in. It's just coming in, the message. I was humming to some Christmas carols, like music was right somehow there. So I think I'm going to pull some cards from my music deck, the lyrics and because this would have been the last deck for everyone, but I feel like I need to pull some other messages there. So yeah, we have here some affirmations that are fun, lighthearted. You don't have to take them seriously. They have a certain humor, and I totally dig this type of humor, so you know I have broken humor. This is just for fun. You can of course change the affirmations so that they are a little bit more serious and align with yourself more. Just do whatever you want to do with the affirmations here. What affirmations will be helpful for pile number one's month of December? Which affirmations will be helpful for pile number one's December? There we have them. So let's pull them, pick them up, and then we have at the back of the deck, we have spontaneity. Hello, a drum and an energy adventure. Do you like spontaneous adventures of the highest caliber? The only acceptable answer to this question is yes. So buckle up, Charlie. Then there is a star, and underneath the star, there's a pretty good chance your name is not Charlie, but it would be fun if your name was Charlie. You're about to take a wide ride through the unexplored, unconventional, and underrated. You're about to learn that yes is a magic word with the power to unlock new dimensions in space-time and after-hours hangout. yes, will lead you to experiences you didn't think possible and teach you that lifelong friendships are sometimes lurking just behind the karaoke singer's mullet. Fun. Hey, we have karaoke and we had the music, so I'm going to pull some cards with the music, just because I can and I want. Then we have connection. I'm connected to the multitudes and I can access their support at any time. Even a stranger offers a sense of comfort when they smile at me or make a dumb comment about the weather. Everyone is waiting to connect. All I need to do is open myself up and pay attention. Note to self, work on witty banter about weather-related stuff. Then we have self-love. I openly embrace a feeling of self-love, the peachy kind. I love myself because I understand myself. I love myself as the most committed partner I will ever have. And that's true. You're going to live with yourself for the rest of your life. I show myself love at any way that I can, and when I screw up, I'll remember to be sweet and gentle with myself. If not, I'm gonna make myself sleep on the couch. Got that, self? Yeah, fun. Then you also have divine timing. Everything is timing and timing is everything. Gladly I release my concern over timing and let things happen when and as they will. I trust that the divine schedule makers know what they're doing. It can take a long time to reach divine middle management. Interesting that you have here like turquoise colored and blue. Oh, nature. It's time to unleash your inner hippie. Petey's out, wee, and step outside of that man-made box. Take a walk in the woods, smell those flowers, hug some trees. You might think you're being ironic, like, look at me, I'm being all tree huggery and stuff. But you'll find that even then, those trees will hug you back. Trees come from a time before irony, and their earnestness is impervious to our jaded humor. If that doesn't make you want to hug them even more, well, I guess you're a robot or a cyborg. Whatever. So then, next, we have good things to come. There are so many amazing gifts coming my way. I can't see them now because I respect the general convention of not peeking under ripping paper. Fits in perfectly with the theme of December and Christmas and stuff. But they will show up when the time is just right. And that's when I'll remember how much fun it is to be surprised. Yeah, the divine timing comes up again. Now we have here greenish and blue again. Friendliness. Whenever I smile, I make someone's day better. What a cool way to buy happiness for free. Today I will remember what an awesome power I hold, and I'll take joy in improving lives simply by giving away grins like crazy. Note, in a pinch, money will also work. Last but not least, you have worthiness. I'm worthy of the ultimate happiness. I deserve and accept it, and damn it, I'm not going to feel guilty about it when I get it. Guilt is not invited to my happiness party. I won't even tell him where it is. If he asks about it, I'll be like, no, I think you're thinking of something else. And then I'll run away very quickly. I love these cards. They are so fun. Then let's get you some messages from the Sun Oracle here. Just some encouraging messages from songs, as well as some messages that are a little bit provocative to make you think a little bit. But yeah, so please break out. What other messages do you have for pile number 1 for December? Any encouragement? What else is pile number 1 should hear for December 2023? Is there anything else for pile number 1? Yahoo! Okay. We have a lot. And this video is going to be long again. Oh man. At least it's somehow in depth, to the point of no turning back. To these songs, I will sometimes explain them, sometimes I will just leave them as messages on their own. Because your group is already 1 hour and 7 minutes long, so let's get over with it. So at the back of the deck we have Headphones by Brittany Cole. Why you try to be like the rest of them, when you know there's so much more within. There's only one you. Yeah, embrace your uniqueness. Show yourself how you are. Yay. Then let's go. We have Dream Glow by BTS feat. Charlie XCX. I don't know. My dream is to stay, AA. I won't give up, AA. Dream Glow. Yeah, your dream is to stay. Don't give up. Dream away. And you have We're All in This Together by High School Musical. Yes, I have taken it because the message is nice of the song. So here and now it's time for celebration. I finally figured it out, that all our dreams have no limitations. That's what it is all about. Everyone is special in their own way. We make each other strong. We're not the same. We're different in a good way. Together's where we belong. Again, the message about being yourself. Club of optimistic people, 77 Bombay Street. Smile, smile, smile. Let's forget about the why and when. Yeah, just forget about the why and when. You will figure that out slowly, when the time is right. It did come up in one of the meanings that I've read from the Starseed Oracle. Don't know which card it was, but it was there. Then we have Own the World, 77 Bombay Street. You can own the world. Please don't hide your face while we trade our place. You can own the world. Yeah, you can own the world, so don't hide yourself away. Let yourself be seen. Then you have Headphones again by Brittany Cole. So keep your head up high and dust off your shoulders. It's alright. No, it's not over. Love is here. It came to dry up all your tears. Oh, can you feel it? Gotta believe it. Gotta see it. By your side in the middle of the night. Yeah, love has always been around you. If it is from your friends, your soul family, your spiritual team, the universe, or God, whatever you believe in, it's right there beside you always. Make It Shine by Victoria Justice from the series Victorious. You don't have to be afraid to put your dream in action. You're never gonna fade. You'll be the main attraction. Yeah, go get your dreams. Pile number 1. Then you have Brave by Sarah Bareilles or something. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. I'm sorry. In a sense, your history of silence won't do you any good. Did you think it would? Let your words be anything but empty. Why don't you tell them the truth? Yeah, has silence ever worked out in any way? No, most likely not. So this is about being brave and telling people the truth, telling people who you are, what you believe in, what your beliefs are, who you are. Or if you have something that you have been hiding away, maybe be brave enough to tell people and see if they can accept you. And if they don't accept you for who you are, they were never meant to be in your life for a lifetime. And by being brave and telling the truth, you may find people that are exactly the same as you, or that understand you. Then we have Not Today by BTS. Turn it up, burn it up until day of victory. Fight. Don't kneel, don't collapse. That's not today. Yeah, fight. Fight for your dreams. Fight for your goals. Fight till you get victory. Then we have I'm Fine by BTS. Even if my wings are torn, even if someday I'm not me anymore. It's alright, only I am my own salvation. I won't ever die in this walk. How you doing? I'm fine, my sky is clear, all pain. Say goodbye. Goodbye. Yeah. You can pick yourself up again. You won't die from obstacles and challenges. They just there to make you stronger or maybe redirect you into another direction. Then we have Make It Shine Again by Victorious. Because you know that if you live in your imagination, tomorrow you'll be everybody's fascination. So the dreams that you have been imagining, if you make them come true, tomorrow everyone is going to be fascinated by what you have accomplished. Just think. Then we have Try Everything from the movie Zootopia. Shakira sings it. Birds don't just fly. They fall down and get up. Nobody learns without getting it wrong. That is the sad truth. That is the sad truth. Then we also have So What by BTS. 90% of your worries are imaginary swamp that you created. Just go instead of worrying. Don't get scared. Cheer up, shout it out. So what? Not Today by BTS. Forget about the fear in your eyes. Break it up, break it up. Break the glass ceiling that cages you. Now we have Dos Oruguitas Encanto, two caterpillars. Ya son milagros, rompiendo crisalidas. They already are miracles, breaking free from the crisales. Hay que volar, hay que encontrar su propio futuro. It's time to fly, it's time to search for their own future. So in this song there are two caterpillars that are always together, but because they are always together they don't grow. They have to separate themselves to find their own future, to find the future maybe without the other person, without the other caterpillar. It may be just for a time or for longer, but it's saying basically that it's time for you to fly and find your own future. That you are a miracle and that you can break free from whatever is holding you back. And then you have Good Day by BTS. As you share happiness, it multiplies. But if you share sadness, also it multiplies too. So always laugh and rest on my shoulder. Now. Then we have Burning Up Fire by BTS. Live however you want, it's your life anyway. Stop trying, it's okay to lose. It's okay to fail. It's just part of the process to get it right the next time. Then we have again Try Everything from Zootopia. I won't give up, no I won't give in, till I reach the end, and then I'll try, and then I start again. No, I won't leave. I want to try everything. I want to try even though I could fail. Let's try even if you can fail. Try again, then start again. And you learn from your mistakes and you're going to make progress. Then we have Club of Optimistic People by 77 Bombay Street. We had the song one appear again. Every step you take will surely bring closer. Forget the small mistakes. We're on a roller coaster, that's life. And when you're down, you'll rise with sunshine in your eyes. Last but not least, you have Follow the Rain by 77 Bombay Street. I've made choices, can't deny it, but have I meant what I said? Have you meant what you said, Pi One? I don't know. I think it's time now to make some changes. Time to get out of my bed. Or the stagnation. Take it however it fits you. So pile number 1, this is everything that I have for you. I wish you a beautiful month of December. If you are celebrating any holidays, I wish you the best celebration. Probably going to say that in all the videos of December, but have fun. I wish all the best. I'm cheering you on. I hope the messages could help you. So thank you for sticking with me till the end. I will be seeing you in my next video. Bye! Hi pile number 2, you chose the Mystical Manga Tarot, the Labradorite, the number 2, and the tune that you heard. And it's going to be your reading. Oopsie. So, about your month of December. As you can see, the light is a little bit different. I'm filming you in the morning of the next day after I filmed the intro and pile 1, because this deck glares, so I cannot use my table lamp, and if I did that, your pile yesterday after filming pile number 1, you would not see anything. So that's why the light is a little bit different. Unfortunately, the weather is rainy and gray, so we don't have much light coming from the window, but still it's still better than doing it in the night. So I hope you're good. Hope November was okay for you. Let's go and shuffle the cards. I like how easy this deck is to shuffle. So, let's get started. So please be guys, what is the main theme of the month of December 2023 for pile number 2? What is the main theme of the month December 2023 for pile number 2? Please be guys, what is the main theme of December? What is that? Good. What does pile number 2 need to look out for in the month of December 2023? What does pile number 2 need to look out for in the month of December 2023? What does pile number 2 need to look out for in the month of December 20... Wait. For what are those cards? I'm going to just put them back in. Please read us. What do they need to look out for? Thanks. Then, what energy of the past month of November should pile number 2 release so that they can have a good month of December? What energy can pile number 2 release from the month of November 2023 so that they can have a good month of December? Yeah, that's too much. That's like half the deck. Nah. Maximum 3 cards, please. What energy can pile number 2 release of the month of December so that they can month of November so that they can have a good month of December? And it flew the ground. Yeah. What energy can pile number 2 release of the month of November to have a good month? Here we have. So, please regards, what energy can pile number 2 embody for them to have a good month of December? Please regards, what energy can pile number 2 embody so that they can have a good month of December? What energy can pile number 2? So, what advice do you have for pile number 2, Spirit Guides? What advice do you have for pile number 2? There's a little back on the ground. Yes, Spirit Guides, what advice do you have for pile number 2's month? Like I said, maximum 3 cards, not more. Please. What advice do you have for pile number 2, Spirit? For the month of... Thank you. Because I like. So please, Spirit Guides, what is the possible outcome of the month of December for pile number 2? Good. At the back of the deck we have the 4 of Cups. And let's get started. The main theme of the month is you have the Hangman in reverse and the Ace of Coins upright. The Ace of Pentacles in this case. So because I want to learn the meanings of the deck from the guidebook, I'm going to read what it writes here. So in this deck, when a card, most likely, most of the time, the major arcana, when the major arcana is in reverse, there you have a question. So the Hanged Man, I'm going to read the divinatory meaning, since I'm going to look at the main theme of the month of December, so it is divination. So once the action has been taken, all you can do is sit tight. You've done your best by your own beliefs, and now you wait and see. Like a breath taken in and held, there is little movement, and it can be maddening. Every instinct urges movement, and yet physical movement is impossible. The mind and the heart are still active, maybe distressingly so. So if reverse, ask yourself, have I turned my back on something I shouldn't have? Am I making an unnecessary martyr of myself? Have I given up control I shouldn't have? So I see this as the main theme of the month is for you to keep those questions in mind and reflect upon yourself. Moreover, because we have the Ace of Coins here regarding the divinatory meaning of the Ace of Coins. It says here, all of the aces are gifts, but this one is the luckiest of all. It is a seed containing all possibilities. Like in the image, it is a cornucopia of abundance waiting to manifest. The prosperity promised isn't just about money, though. It is all physical bounty, including good physical health and fulfilling relationships. Like all seed, it requires nurturing and the proper conditions in order to bloom. So maybe, since we have had the question with the Hanged Man here, maybe there is a need for you to question yourself. Have you given up control in wanting to manifest all the things that the Ace of Coins was here, meaning like all the physical things, resources. It doesn't have to be financial. Resources can be anything. Like, for example, for me to be able to pick a card readings, my main resource that I need are my cards, my phone, and my tripod. And that's all I need to be able to film my videos. I don't have to have decorations here. The main focus is to have my cards, a phone, and something that holds my phone so that I can film the videos, but everything else is just decoration and not really needed. It's just because I wanted to have that. So have you thought about this? Maybe this is the main theme of the month of December, is to reflect upon those things if you haven't given control, or if you are being a martyr to yourself. And when I was drinking water, my guides did mention that I should also read the guidebook for the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, because it is based on the Rider-Waite-Smith a little bit, but the guidebook does differ from the original system. So I am learning the correct meanings of the Rider-Waite-Smith so that I can use that, but it takes a while to just shift from one way of reading the cards to another, so I hope you can be patient with me. So the Hanged Man, by the way, I'm using a PDF, a free PDF that is called Holistic Tarot, an integrative approach to using tarot for, I think it is healing. It doesn't state here more than that. So it says here, reverse meaning of the Hanged Man: selfishness, martyrdom, persecution. Reverse meaning: seeker, in this case you, my house, is being too self-righteous. The seeker thinks of him or herself or them as a martyr, but is cautioned not to confuse martyrdom with selfishness. False idols, false prophet, false spirituality. The seeker is preoccupied with appearing holy, but the material and superficial are governing. The Hanged Man in reverse could also indicate that the seeker is too preoccupied with material issues, that he or she is neglecting their spiritual development. The seeker has been persecuted by others in some way, but is so focused on that persecution that the seeker is not approaching the matter with wisdom and grace. The seeker must perceive and accept that persecution as his or her opportunity for spiritual ascension, rather than allow that persecution to force the seeker into a state of self-pity. The Hanged Man in reverse could be a message to the seeker to forgive those who have unjustly wronged the seeker. It is not for the seeker to administer judgment, vengeance, or penance. Let the wheel of fortune turn on its own accord. Basically saying that the last bit is just let the universe handle the karma of those people that were unjust. So for some as well, it may be that you have been focused too much on the physical, material thing and have a bit neglected your spiritual journey, like meditating. But I can understand this now that we are nearing December. Everyone is busy getting presents for Christmas or for any other holiday that you may be, because I want to include everyone, so maybe another type of holiday you are celebrating in December can even be the witchy things like Yule or Beltane. I think, no, it's probably more of Yule. Beltane, I think, is in spring, but I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a witch. I don't celebrate those things. I am aware that they exist, but I haven't had the time to find what I should celebrate and what not. So I'm still searching for my way. But yeah, that's the main theme of the month of December for you, pile number 2. So let's see what you need to look out for in the month of December. We have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, the 3 of Swords, and the Page of Cups. So you may have been hurt by the Page of Cups or before and have given them a chance again. But it could also be that you are the Page of Cups, but just to see, because when you have like an odd number of cards, you start with the center card. This is the main message, and those two at the side just give in more information. That's why I will be starting with the Three of Swords that talks about being heard by words, communication, or other thoughts. Your own thoughts can hurt your own feelings. This is about, because the swords represent thoughts, communication, everything that has to do with the mental body energy. And so those thoughts, communication, and words can hurt your feelings. They are connected. Even your mind is connected to your heart, and so is your heart with your mind. They work together. And then there are the people that are more in their heart and less with their mind, and others that are more in their mind and less with their heart. But I think to be able to do good thing is just to find balance with both, because you need both. You need your heart and your mind to accomplish things. So the Three of Swords. We all say we want truth, but the truth, like words, can cut deeply and can wound cruelly. But it is sometimes, my personal opinion, better than finding out that someone lied to you. So I think that sometimes lies can be more hurtful than the truth. The truth is like it's like a band-aid that you rip off. It hurts when you do that, but it's okay. But a lie sometimes can really sink into and make the wound be more deep than the truth. Just my 2 cents to that. Truth and communication are the realm of thoughts and the mind, but in this situation they are only the tools. It is the heart that experiences their effects. Whether or not you ask for this information, you have it and you can't unknown it. Unfortunately, this changes everything, and it will, I'm sorry to say, hurt for a while before it heals. Yeah, it will hurt, but we have to go through that. So now, based on this deck, what does the Four of Pentacles say? The Four of Coins. In reverse, greed, hoarding, taking what isn't yours, wasting resources. So you may have wasted resources, taken what's not yours, you've been hoarding or being a little bit too greedy, and someone is going to be that the person that is going to call you out on the shit. Maybe that's me, I'm sorry. Is going to call you out on your shit. And this hurts, because the truth hurts, and I'm not going to mince my words. I'm going to say exactly what the cards are here for. And sometimes we don't like what we hear, but it is what is needed, because the cards appeared in that way for a reason. So now see the Page of Cups. The Victory meaning. The Page of Cups is experiencing or exploring an emotion as if for the first time. Yeah, maybe it's the first time that someone calls you out on your shit and it hurts. He is completely submerged in the feeling, like a teenager falling in love for the first time. Everything seems so huge, so real, so all-important that it can really blind him to reality. His devotion is admirable, but can lead to some very real heartbreak. On the other hand, it can also lead to the most important relationship or experience of life. Like, for example, if I have to say something that really hurt my feelings about words because someone called out on my shit, is there was a time where I really wanted to be in a love relationship, because there was this void in me, because I did not love myself. I had this void in me, and I wanted someone to fill that void. And if by chance I had met someone and been in a relationship, that relationship would have turned totally toxic, because I wanted to have someone to love me because I could not love myself, and so this would have been a codependent relationship. Thank goodness the universe was like, no. In this state, you will not get a relationship. I will not do that for you and for the person that may be falling into that. So it was just, the universe was protecting me and the other person, and I was like, how human beings are, didn't like that. At the time I was not into spirituality, so I didn't know that this was a thing. But I really wanted to have this and so on. But there was this, my classmate, that knew how I was, that I was self-deprecating myself, that I would say that I was not talented, not intelligent, that I could not do this, basically just hating on myself. And then she turned to me and said to me, like, the whole truth was like, you know, how can someone love you because you want a relationship, but how can someone love you if you cannot love yourself? And her words were true, but it hurt really deep, to the point that I was sad for the whole afternoon after that. And when I was then at night at bed, I just put on some sad songs and cried myself to sleep. Not to sleep, I just had a good cry to let the emotions out, because I was so sad. And I thought, okay, it's one of those nights again, let's be sad. And after that I felt fine again, but what she said was the truth, and so I did not give up much, but it did lead me to realize that I needed to love myself, and maybe somehow unconsciously I manifested years later to get into tarot, divination, spirituality, so that I could heal myself and start to loving myself more. So the truth hurts, but it can lead to something good. It's just that we need to really go through it first. So what energy can you release from the month of November? We have the Nine of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands in reverse, and the Page of Swords. Oh, we have 2 pages here in this reading. So let's see, the Seven of Wands in reverse in this deck. What is this about? So, reversed: overreacting, being easily offended, picking a fight, defending the wrong thing. So basically you need to release all the things that in November happened that made you overreact, made you be easily offended, making you pick a fight with people, and maybe also defending the wrong thing. It may have has to do with the, oh wait, it's not the Nine of Pentacles, it's the Eight of Pentacles. It has maybe to do something that you have been working on towards hard. the Eight of Coins here, you have the opportunity to improve. It's one thing to have a skill. It's another thing entirely to master a skill. Taking an ability to the next level requires a commitment to practice that few choose to make. However, while practicing can feel boring, to people dedicated to improving, it isn't, because they have a passion for the craft itself. Each tiny bit of improvement is an accomplishment. So maybe someone said something about, or you're working towards improving yourself, but you ended up being overreactive to that and easily offended. It may have been someone that is the Page of Swords energy, like curious, smart, and so on. It just reminds me a little bit that maybe someone said to you that you should improve your skill and you were totally on the defensive mode and thought like, no, I don't have to improve myself. I don't have to improve that at all. And it's like when you are passionate about something, you don't care if it's going to take a while to improve yourself, because, as for example, tarot and divination, but tarot in this case, I am wanting to improve myself and deepen my knowledge on the system that I am using, the Rider-Waite-Smith system. But I could read the cards even before that, even if I had no clue what the system was talking about. But I was doing it wrong. I did not do justice to the system that was created by Rider-Waite-Smith and Pamela Coleman Smith, I think is her name. She was the illustrator. I did not do justice. And we, in the tarot and divination Amino community, I talked with my soul sister, my big sis, about these things, and I decided to, hey, look, you're right. I'm not. It's not right to say that you can read the cards if you are basically reading them from the image, but not knowing the system behind it, the story behind it, the history of it. So I decided, okay, look, I'm going to improve myself. I'm going to tackle that on. I am going to buy a deck that is based on that. Just a little bit different, because my Rider-Waite-Smith deck is a little bit more radiant. The colors are a little bit more stronger, because the original is too boring for me. So I got myself an edition that fits me more and that I like more, so that I can learn. And it's going to take a while. You see that I am finding my way through this. In this case here, which it is a little bit based on it, but not. I tend to pick on the guidebook. But if I feel like I need to really say the meaning of the correct Rider-Waite-Smith, I will hear my guides say it to me, so I will pick up my iPad to read that out. But when not, I'm just going to refer to the guidebook of the decks, if the deck has a guidebook that is worth reading from. Because there was one guidebook, one deck that I got that guidebook was pure bullshit. So the Page of Swords divinatory meaning: the Page of Swords is smart and quick to learn and easily bored. Well, once he understands something, he gets really good at using that knowledge to get what he wants, even if it's simply to amuse himself, sometimes at the expense of others. He is, like all the pages, immature and sees things in black and white, which can be frustrating to those around him. He is clever, insightful, and discerning, but can also be gossipy and judgmental. So basically, the energy of you having thought that you know everything about, and have maybe not wanted to improve and picked up fights and maybe used your your knowledge to as it says here, sometimes at the expense of others, to amuse yourself with what you have. And yeah, as I said here, with what to look out for, the truth hurts, yeah, and I'm not going to mind it. So if you want to be sugar-coated, you may need to find another reader, because I'm not sugarcoating anything. That just goes against my Aries Sun and Mercury in Aries retrograde. So I don't mind words. I am truthful and honest as I can be. I don't want to hurt others, but sometimes you need to really give the whole truth. Make the person see face to face with what bullshit and what things are happening. So what energy can you embody in this month? Is we have the Seven of Cups upright, we have the Magician in reverse, and we have the Tower in reverse. We have, it looks like really important because we have like 2 major arcana in reverse. Let's see, the Magician in reverse here. What is the question for you to reflect upon? If you first ask yourself, what am I afraid to push my skills further? Is there something holding me back, forcing me to stay in my comfort zone? So basically what you need to embody is trying to get out of your comfort zone. Then the Seven of Cups. Oops, I passed through this. The Seven of Cups, divinatory meaning. You are blessed with lots of choices, which can sometimes feel like a curse because you can't have them all. Some of the options are realistic, achievable ones. Others are imaginary possibilities, fantasies that are less likely to manifest. Still, others may be fears that can lead down an unhappy, unfulfilling path. All of the alternatives tug at your heart in some way, making the decision even more difficult. Looks like you have to face your fears and get out of your comfort zone with the Magician. Because only when you try to do the things you may want to do is when you see if they work out or not. Then the Tower in reverse. If reverse, ask yourself, am I hitting the destruct button on some area of my life? Do I seek out or create needless drama as a form of distraction? So reflect upon yourself. Have you been doing that? And when you do, maybe try to come out of this. Be brave. Step out of your comfort zone and try those things out to see what will be working out and what not, what is going to be realistic and what not, what dream can be achievable and what dream will remain a fantasy and just an image. And also reflecting upon the questions that we have here with the Tower and the Magician. In this energy, you can also achieve some things. So the advice that you have is the Knight of Swords. Ooh. The Eight of Swords and the Knight of Cups. It's interesting because we have the Page of Cups and the Page of Swords, and we have then the continuation, like they grew. And we have the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups. So there is progress going on. Not in all area, because the Knight of Cups here is in reverse. It's not in all area that there's going to be improvement. But whatever else, there is going to be an improvement. Being more mature, if you would, if the thing is like this. So, advice, Eight of Swords here. Nice that in this guidebook we have here an advice section, so I'm going to just read advice. Advice. Like Houdini escaping from seemingly inescapable bonds, you can free yourself by quelling your rising emotion and thinking about the situation in a completely different way. Then we have the Knight of Swords. Advice. Don't assume your truth is everyone's truth. Make sure you've examined the big picture, including opposing ideas, before you fight for your ideas. And the Knight of Cups. The reversed, head in the clouds, indulging in romanticism, obliviousness. Yeah, maybe instead of being head in your clouds, being more present here down and trying to accept the truth of everyone else, because my truth is different from your truth. And I'm not trying to impose my truth on you to say, hey, your truth is wrong. No. Your truth is right. It's your truth. My truth is my truth. We may have different perspective, but we can find a content and be adults in agreeing to disagree. It's not about fighting for your cause. Of course, sometimes you need to put your foot down and be like, look, no, this is my thing. I do it like this. I know what I'm doing. I'm responsible enough for this. So please don't talk to me. No, please don't talk this down in a sense. And so I hope you will understand what I'm trying to say. But yeah, you can free yourself from those thoughts and the emotions. You have to just allow them and see them from a different perspective, but as well as not overly fantasizing about things and being too much sugarcoating it. Maybe would be a better term. Do not sugarcoat things so much, because sometimes you need to be brutally honest with yourself as well. So, possible outcome of the month ahead is Death in reverse. Well, more things to reflect, and the Sun. What I can see that you will be successful. You will have an enjoyable moment at the end of December with all the things. If you really pay attention to them, you will make progress. You will have the success, the joy and the enjoyment of it. But there still is a little thing that may need to progress for the next month. Like, it does not stop there. January 2024 is going to be around the corner. So if reverse, ask yourself, where am I stagnant and clinging to things I need to release? So after you've reflected upon this, you are going to be in a state where you are going to be, okay, where am I stagnant with the Eight of Swords here? What are you clinging onto that is not in alignment with you, that needs to be let go, or so that you can have a new start? And because the Sun is such a nice card, let's read that out of the guidebook. Because it is such a nice card, really, really, really positive. So, the Sun. The Fool was successful in navigating his way through the strange lunar-lit landscape by seeking truth and following his true north. And as surely as day follows night, the Sun has appeared. He is in a lovely place, warm and bright, where he can see clearly the results of all his efforts. Through confronting the layers thrust upon him by society and his old wounds, fighting his inner demons and trusting his inner voice, he has created a shiny new reality. This time won't last forever. Happy, peaceful times never do, but he can always hold it in his mind to give him strength to continue on, knowing that this is what he is working and fighting for, as he continues to face challenges and to grow makes it easier. Divinatory meaning, the Sun is a straightforward card. It is quite simply a time of pure joy, happiness and clarity. Goodness abounds and life is meant to be enjoyed. So of course, good things don't last, as well as bad things don't last. It's all the wheel of fortune all over again. When you're up, you come down, and when you're down, you come up, and this is life. Because you need both to be able to appreciate both. You need to be down in the dumps to be able to appreciate the good times. And when you have the good times, you are able to appreciate, I went through all these things so that I can really enjoy this moment right now. It's what I believe in. So let's see. Onto the Oracle deck. To get more information, more advice, more messages. So please, Spirit guides, what else does pile number 2 need to know about their month of December 2023? What advices do you have for pile number 2's month of December? Anything else that pile number 2 should know for the month of December 2023? Any advices, Spirit guides? Any last messages? Here we have called Soul Gifts and Training. It's time to step up. Anything else? Any other messages for pile number 2? Any advices? Any last messages for pile number 2 about the month of December? Voila. We have cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Oh, this is a beautiful card. I'm just going to shuffle the cards out and then I'm going to talk about them. Any other messages for pile number 2? Jesus. Do I have to take them all? Okay, I have. Okay. Since a lot of bunch came out, I'm just going to put them here like this. It's nice to see the Starseed Oracle be this chatty. Because it is one of my Oracle decks that only comes up when it has something to say, and if not, it's quiet in the corner, in its corner of the drawer. So at the back of the deck we have double mission, Lightworker Starseed, serve the world by being you. So this card is all about that you may identify yourself as a starseed and a light worker, and that you came here on Earth with a double mission. To serve the world by being you, meaning that just by being you, you are helping the world rise in vibration. Because you are here to rise your own vibration, to experience what Earth and what the human experience can everything offer you, gain more knowledge and wisdom. Maybe this is going to be able to help you help others as well, and so you serve the world by just being yourself. So you came here to evolve to evolve yourself, to grow yourself on a soul level, and as well as to help others grow and evolve themselves. So called Soul Gifts and Training. It's time to step up. You have gifts. You have gifts that came from past incarnations. You have trained them in those past incarnations. Then it's time for you to use those gifts and show the world the training that you did of course, when we incarnate, sometimes we forget about our past lives. We forget about all the things that we've learned. But somehow we will find our way back to those things, and when we pick those things up, it is so much easier to learn. It's like, for example, I've heard from Chloe Taylor, a beautiful reader here on YouTube, as well as she makes some really good content as a podcast, and I'm really appreciate it. Helped me a lot with reflecting on myself and other things. And she said, like, and as an example from those past things, that she believes that she had a past life in France, because she always was interested in France and really liked it. And she did mention that she was able to once learn a little bit of French, but while all the others were struggling a lot with French, she found that she picked up the language a little easier than other languages if she have tried them. And it's like it's like your soul knows already the basic things, and for the soul it's like nothing new. It's just like you are refreshing those memories, because if you don't speak a language often, you forget it a little bit. But if you get into the practice again, and you are able to talk, you get back to it a lot faster than when you have started to learn it completely new. Like, for example, Greek. As a toddler, I spoke Greek with my father, my grandfather, his wife, ex-wife now, and my grandmother. But my father changed to Swiss German. That's the dialect that we have here, so that I could be able to speak in kindergarten. And after that, my grandfather, his wife, ex-wife, and my grandmother switched to German, because German is the language and Swiss German is just a dialect. It's not really a language. There is something that prevents Swiss German to be a language. It doesn't fulfill one point, I think, or two. I don't know exactly what point it is, but well, so I forgot about it, but I kept hearing Greek from my father when he was talking to his father, to my grandfather, his wife, and my grandmother. I still kept hearing it, and I've learned some of the words, and I did have the knowledge of speaking Greek from a toddler age. And I did pick up on learning Greek now as an adult. I'm not really advanced in the progress, because I have other languages to learn for college entrance exams, but I did pick up on it easier than I would have if I did not have any prior knowledge to it. Like, my pronunciation is a lot better because I did speak it when I was a toddler. And I did have a project that I made in school, that I did like a self-experiment on how it is to learn a language by yourself. And in my case, I had the thing is a language that I spoke, but I forgot. And my teacher that was accompanying me, she was really, really impressed at how my pronunciation is. And she was like, she has this pronunciation, because I had to make a presentation to the other ones that would do a similar maybe project in the future. So she said she has this pronunciation because she talked that in the past, and even if she stopped talking and is now learning, it did still was there somewhere in the mind, in the brain. And the same goes for your soul. It's still there, all the knowledge that you have from those gifts and the training you've done in your past lives. It's just that you need to go back into the practice and bring in more forth, and it's going to be free flowing more. And as well as it's time to step up, and allow those gifts to come up, to get into it. It's a big tangent, but I hope you understand my point. Cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. This is a card about reaching rock bottom and celebrating this, that you hit rock bottom for a reason. Because now you can crack open and alchemize whatever happened, so that you can rise again and be on top of it again. Because after you hit rock bottom, after you are down in the dumps, you cannot fall any further. It can only go upwards, like the wheel that turns. When you're up, you go down, and you are probably at the point where you are going to be at the worst right now. But this is something to be celebrated, because you are now going to rise again. You are going, if you want to work on yourself, on alchemizing what needs to happen, to surrender to life forming you and bending you and stretching you in all the forms, so that you can experience and have more knowledge, more maturity, and whatever comes with life. This is something beautiful, because you're going to rise, and you're going to get stronger. Then we have Whale and Orca Elders. Share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. This is all about sharing your voice, sharing your song, sharing your truth, sharing yourself and what you want to do, and diving deep into the things that you love, that you're passionate about, learning it on a deeper level, learning yourself on a deeper level as well, and finding that unique sound of yourself. Then we also have Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. Basically, yes, you are here on Earth. On Earth is like a school. You are here to learn life lessons, to make your soul grow, to study what it is being human, how this is an experience. Because incarnating as a Pleiadian, for example, is totally different as incarnating as a human. If I'm remember correctly, the Pleiadians don't need to have a physical body. They can have more of an energetic body, because they are in a dimension where they don't need the physicalities. They are free from the restraints of physical thing, and they can form themselves however they want to. So, but as human, we cannot. We experience everything physical, because we are in the 3D. We are in the physical dimension, to say, and you can only learn those things here, and sometimes also bringing the higher perspective of other civilizations down here for humans to learn. Then we have Portal. Those are opening, you decide, rewards, wildcard. This is like, yeah, you have the wild cards, you have doors opening up for yourself, and you get to decide which door you walk in, which possibility you want to embrace, which lessons you want to learn by going through that. And rewards will be coming to you. Then we have also Star Ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. Yeah, as we had here before, you have wisdom within yourself, and you know secrets from past lifetimes that we may not be aware of. And this is all about looking deeper, looking into the ancestry, maybe connecting with them and learning those lost wisdoms back, to bring them back into the here and now, to reveal those secrets, either for yourself or for humanity. There is so much wisdom within yourself. You just have to look a little bit deeper to find it. Then we have We the Authors, Deep Love, Mother's Milk, Birth as a Portal. This one I'm going to read out of the guidebook, because I always forget what this means, and I always read the guidebook, but I never can remember what it means. We the Authors. Birth is a portal that ushers in new life. The Authors are here to remind you that you are a child of the Cosmic Mother, and you're being called to be held by her deep, never-ending love and embrace. This is a tender, nourishing card reminding you to receive the deep, deep love of the Mother's embrace. The Authors know that the journey on Earth can be rocky and lonely at times, but you're being reminded to rest more deeply in the Mother's arms. This is a card of extreme potency, of femininity, of creation, and of birth. You're being called to mother yourself and others too, to surrender to your sacred femininity, to create and surrender to your own creations, to hold and be held. You're being called to remember your place in the web of life and to realize that the Cosmic Mother is watching you every step on the way. You may be going through a transition right now, moving from one way of being to another. If so, you're being reminded that you're cradled in a sacred container, that you're more held than you can possibly imagine, and you have access to more love than your heart can be. If you're struggling in any way, you're being reassured that things will work out. Open yourself to receiving the overflowing love of the Cosmic Mother, flooding toward you from every direction. Let it stretch your heart. Then we have here starseed activation. You can also see it as an affirmation that could activate something in you. Is the phrases, the sentences. I allow the deep love of the Cosmic Mother to wash over me. I am loved, I am held. Yeah, that's nice. On to the next. We have karmic relationship, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. Yeah. It's through relationship that we grow the most, that we get to know ourselves better, and most time of conflicts, because we have our needs and sometimes our needs need to be met by others. So we have to communicate that to the other person, but maybe they are not sure and are not able to give exactly what you want, and this can rise conflict. But only through this discussing and finding a solution together is when we grow as well, because we are seeing their perspective, they are seeing our perspective, and now we are trying both to find a middle ground and an understanding and learning of each other, as well as sometimes other people can be a mirror to yourself and reflect your weaknesses to you, so that you can acknowledge those weaknesses and say, yeah, I am human, I have my weakness, this is me, and no one else can say otherwise, because you are then aware what your weaknesses are. And when someone else say, hey, you're really weak at that, but you are like, hold on a second, I know my weaknesses, this is not the weakness of myself, this is a projection of your own weakness, and you're making me take that even though it's not mine. So you get to know yourself by others, as well as sometimes people can mirror your strength and the admiration that you have for certain people, maybe because you have that within yourself too, and they are just mirroring you so that you can see, hey, I can be that too, I have that too. So I for example, sometimes act as a mirror too. I don't know why, but I do pick up on people's habits and way of talking really fast, and I sometimes take on even their physical tics. it's not every time. I sometimes, when I'm aware that I am mirroring them, I sometimes hold myself back because I don't want to step into their energy too much, because I am an empath, so I do tend to be feeling and doing the things that other people is also. So I'm trying to set boundaries so that I don't lose myself. So I sometimes act as a mirror myself, and you can probably sometimes see in the way I am speaking while doing readings. When I'm totally excited, maybe you are totally excited and good thing. Like, for example, pile number 1, yesterday, it was a little bit more lighthearted than your reading, and I did a lot of jokes there, but here I entered more of a serious way of talking, being more less joking around much, but not because you don't deserve it. It's just because I need to embody the seriousness in this moment. There, pile number 1 may have needed a little bit more light-hearted energy, or were in a more light-hearted energy, and this is how I picked it up. But only by conflicts and relationships is how you grow as well. It's not just by experiencing Earth on its own, it's also by experiencing different relationships that you grow, basically. Then we have, I'm sorry, defenselessness, writing past wrongs, uprooting. This is a complicated card, that's why I'm going to read that out of the guidebook as well. I'm sorry. We're living in a divisive times. When we're hurt and triggered, we tend to see things as a personal attack rather than an opportunity for healing. If we are to find true peace and unity, we need to drop our defenses and see things outside of right and wrong. As souls, we intrinsically remember unity and yearn for it here on Earth. Perhaps this is why it feels so painful when we experience the opposite, but it's crucial to remember that we can't simply bypass reality and pretend that unity, love, and forgiveness are here. This is one of the greatest challenges for starseed. To bring about unity, we must first acknowledge the ways in which both we and the world have been divisive, personally, ancestrally, and collectively. The shadows, hate, wounds, separation, suffering, wrongs, and sadness. You may be called to explore how you, your ancestors, or your society have, consciously or unconsciously, inflicted pain on others. To find a way to drop the armor around your heart and see things as they truly are for all people. To say I'm sorry with an open heart and mean it. To be part of the healing rather than the perpetuation of inheriting conflict or oppression. This isn't about blame, it's about unwinding the patterning that got us here. You may be called to devote your time to causes you believe in or do healing work on your ancestral line. Something that you may want to reflect upon, make a journal entry, and find the answer deep within yourself is the question, how are you being called to drop your defenses and unwind past wrongs? So now, on to the next oracle. It's an affirmation deck. If you watch my mini readings on Mondays, you know that it's lighthearted, it's fun. Take the messages. You can change them if it's not to your humor. But I think you need a little laugh. And then I'm going to, normally this would be the last deck, but I'm going to pull out some encouraging messages from my music deck, because I did that for pile 1 too, and I think you need some encouragement too. Then please be guides, what affirmation would be the most helpful for pile number 2's month of December? Which affirmation would help pile number 2 in the month of December? Which affirmations would help pile number 2 for the month of December? Any other affirmations that can help pile number 2 navigate through December? Yeah, we have here. let's see. They are this. So at the back of the deck we have follow your heart. I'm always rewarded when I follow my heart. I trust the GPS in my life. In my heart knows all the best routes. And when it seems like it's taking too long to get where I want, I know that's because there's some cool weird stuff to see along the way. It's like the portal of the doors. You have many doors open and you may go through one door, but after you've been there and learned what there is, you may leave that door again and go to another. It's like you have different routes, and those different routes have different lessons that you can learn. Even sometimes they are like additional things. Like I like to see that as a game. Like you have the main quest, but you have side quests. You don't have to do the side quests to finish the game, but you may get some new items, you may get some new knowledge that you could use for the main quest, and so is life as well. Sometimes you get to another thing because there is a side quest that you have decided to take upon. Then we have ups and downs. I see life as an incredible ride and I'm lucky to be on it. Yes, the ups and downs make me want to puke sometimes, but they're also what make things fun and interesting. And when you look back, even puking on yourself makes for a good story. The drunk stories. Then we have power. I am strong, I am grounded, I am powerful. I'm like a cross between a dinosaur and a tank. But not a tank that is used for war, no. I am like a peaceful, loving dino tank who feels strong. It doesn't need to do anything but be. And we have communication. Wonder how that other person's feeling. Ask them. Wish they knew how you were feeling. Tell them. You've just been drafted into the communication army where there is a strict do-tell policy. Speak with kindness and gentleness and reach an understanding. If you don't, assumption will just make asses of everyone, including the person who came up with that aphorism. And we had the beep on the car that the universe telling you this is important. I hope you heard the car honk. And then we have no need to do. I'm exactly where I need to be, exactly when I need to be. There's nothing more I need to do. I mean, yes, there will always be laundry and taxes, but in terms of my life's path, I don't need to do anything because I am already here. I take a deep breath, relax and trust, and then do laundry. We also have clarity. Stopping to listen to my inner self, I can easily separate my intuition from my mental chatter. The clarity of my intuition is a sweet, simple fruit that tastes familiar. And the mental chatter is a confusing, bitter rind that I shall peel off and chunk into the garbage. Or compost heap if your mental chatter happens to be organic. Then we have no judgment. I release myself from any and all judgments. I find my inner critic, call it into my office and tell it not to make a vacation, but to take a vacation. As it leaves the room, I let out a sigh and begin to enjoy the joy of simply being. Who hired that guy anyway? Then you also have, last but not least, confidence. In this moment, I take a step back and look at myself with the pride of a good mother. I see an abundance of abilities and talents that show up all the time, in big and little ways. If I could stick myself on a refrigerator, I would. I would invite all the neighbors over and say, look at that. Can you believe what an A+ that is? Then on to the encouragement. Those are songs, lyrics that I found fit the theme of encouragement, as well as sometimes they are a little bit provocative in a good sense of way. So I hope this can help you a little. So please recap, what message do you have for pile number 2? Any encouragement for their month of December? What encouraging message? Shit. That one, a bunch flew down the table because here is the wall. and there is a little hole in between the my table and the wall, and it flew right into that hole down to that was nice. Is this everything? Yes, okay. At the back of the deck we have Firework by Katy Perry. Your original cannot be replaced if you only knew what the future holds. Yeah, you don't know what the future holds, and you are original. You cannot be replaced. There is only one you, and your unique self is appreciated by everyone, myself and your spirit guides. Then you have Permission to Dance by BTS. There's always something that's standing in the way, but if you don't let it face ya, you'll know just how to break. Just keep the right vibe here, cause there's no looking back. There ain't no one to prove we done got this on lock. Yeah. It just means, yeah, we always have something that's going to stand in our way, but if you don't let it face ya, and if you just keep continuing to move forward, you will be able to pass through that. Then we have Try by Kobe Cairaudiant. I don't know how to pronounce. Wait a second. Why should you care what they think of you when you're all alone by yourself? Yeah, why do you care what other thinks of you when you are alone by yourself? This is something I needed to go through too. So I understand where you're coming from, and it's difficult to leave that behind, but you will be able to go through this. I was able to overcome this a little bit too. I'm not perfect yet, but I never will be perfect. But it's much better now than it was in the past. Then we have Dream Glow by BTS feat. Charlie XCX. Don't know how to pronounce that, but my dream is to stay AA. I won't give up AA. Dream Glow. So your dream is to stay. Don't give up on your dream. Let your dream glow. Then we have Outro Wings by BTS. I made a decision. I will have unconditional trust. It's time to be brave. I'm not afraid because I believe I'm different from what I was. I won't cry on my path. I won't hang my head low. That is the sky, and I'll be flying there. Fly. I'm just going to leave that as a message on itself. Then we have, this is an anime, Digimon. I did write the opening in German because I know it in German the best, but the original would be Japanese. I'm going to translate it, don't worry. So, Leb deinen Traum means live your dream. So, leb deinen Traum, denn wird wahr. Live your dream because it's going to be reality. Geh deinen Weg, stelle dich der Gefahr. Go your way, face the danger. Alles, was wichtig ist, wirst du erkennen, wenn die Zeit gekommen ist. Everything that is important, you will recognize when the time is right. Greif nach den Sternen, du bist bereit. Reach for the stars, you are ready. Glaub an dich, bald ist es soweit. Believe in yourself, soon it is time. Wir werden bei dir sein. We will be there with you. You can take this last one as a sentence of your spirit guides communicating with you. They are there with you all the time. Then we have Try Everything from the movie Zootopia, and Shakira sings this. Don't beat yourself up. No need to run so fast. Sometimes we come last, but we did our best. Don't be so harsh on yourself, pile number 2. Then we have Club of Optimistic People, 77 Bombay Street, by 77 Bombay Street. Smile, smile, smile. Let's forget about the why and when. Yeah, as said in Live Your Dream song here by Digimon, you will know the whys and when the time is right. So just keep on going. I am cheering you on. You will come out of this so much stronger, so much beautiful, and I hope that you can also see the beauty within yourself after this as well. So keep on going. I'm rooting for you. Thank you for sticking with me till the end. I wish you a beautiful month of December, and I will be seeing you in my next video. Bye. At pile number 3, you chose the modern witch tarot. Can speak the Mossegate, the tune, and this is going to be your reading about the month of December. So I hope you had a good month of November. Let's see what December has in store for you. Just going to shuffle the cards for a little. Okay, enough shuffled. The cards are ready, so let's get started. Please break out. What is the main theme of the month for pile number 3? What is the main theme of December 2023 for pile number 3? What is the main theme of the month for pile number 3 for December 2023? What is the main theme? So please speak out. What is the main theme? What does pile number 3 need to look out for in the month of December? How should this be? This. Okay. How nice they are to be giving me the exact odd number that I need. So please read us, what energy can pile number 3 release from the month of November 2023 so that they can have a good month of December? What energy can pile number 3 release of November 2023 so that they can have a good month of December? What energy can pile number 3 embody for them to have a good month of December? What energy can pile number 2 embody for them to have a good month of December? What energy can pile number 3 embody for them to have? What advice do you have for pile number 3's month of December? Please speak us. What advice do you have for pile number 3? What advice do you have for pile number 3? Please speak us. What advice do you have for pile number 3's month of December 2023? What advice do you have for pile number 3's month? Course, always the decoration. Oh man. This happened before in pile number 1. That the card flew to the decoration. Sad. Then please break us. What is the possible outcome of the month of December 2023 for pile number 3? What is the possible outcome for pile number 3 for December? Please read us, what is the possible outcome for pile number 3's December 2023? Please read us, what is the possible... Those 2 cards. Okay, at the back of the deck we have the Knight of Swords. But I've not been looking at the back of the decks at all. So I'm going to put this one a little bit down for now because it glares because of my table lamp, and I didn't know it would do that. If I did, I would have filmed this in the day, but well, like pile number 2. What? You can't cry about spilled milk, right? So main theme we have the High Priestess, the Lovers, and the 2 of Cups. So just because YouTube has been strange lately. I just wanted to be safe. Rather safe than sorry. So, the main theme of the month, we have the lovers at the center of it. And we have the Two of Cups and the High Priestess. Oh, well, the lovers can be two things. It's the main theme of the month, so I'm going to just say that the lovers has a meaning for when it is talking about love. But when we did not ask for love, then there is another meaning. But since I don't know exactly what you've been going through lately, I'm just going to read the entirety from the guidebook. If you want to know, this is the Holistic Tarot, an integrative approach to using tarot for healing. It's a PDF. Free PDF with the correct meanings of the Rider-Waite-Smith. You can see here the image of the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. So the keywords are passion, partnership, ethics, primordial choice. So many contemporary tarot practitioners assign a romantic indication to the Lovers card. However, in every traditional interpretation of the Lovers, the card is about a moral choice, about choosing the right path. Yet if the seeker is asking about love, then the Lovers can be a great omen, indicating the beginnings of romance and simultaneously the beginnings of temptation. The card represents partnership with one other person. In readings about love, the card indicates passion. Lust may be even present. Overall, there is a strong feeling of paradise, at least in the beginning. In readings about work or career, the card indicates a partnership that the seeker is initially excited about, a sense that the match is made in heaven. Made in heaven is, by the way, in those marks. I forgot how they are called in English, sorry. However, not all is as it seems, and the feeling of paradise may be evanescent, but I don't know how to pronounce that, if caution is not observed. The philosophical component of the card centers around choice. There is duality or a decision to be made, and there is a choice between vice and virtue, an ethical quandary. The burning tree behind the man with 12 glowing flames. Do we have? Yeah, we have the flames here. Is considered to be the tree of life, while the fruit-bearing tree behind the female is the tree of knowledge. Its fruits represent sexuality, fornication, desire, and temptation of the physical senses, which lead to human suffering. The tree of knowledge symbolizes the desire for sensation. Thus, the tree of knowledge represents the primordial choice to eat of the fruit and know sexuality, thus knowing suffering, or to ascend up the tree of life toward God. The male figure in this card is the mind and rationality. The female figure is the heart and emotion. In a reading, the lovers hint at a choice that the seeker must make between the mind and the heart, a choice that may have ethical implications. The female figure looking up at the angel may suggest that the seeker is predisposed to choose what will comply with his or her ethical standards. The bracket is not going to be read because it's for reversed meaning. In one sense, the lover, key 6, the lovers, is about love versus lust, immaculate sexuality or fornication. There is an underlying theme of indecision. The lover's card may also be understood alongside key ideas from the philosopher and theologian Soren Kierkegaard. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I don't even know from where this philosopher is. We face an existential choice between two life paths, either one willfully hedonistic or one grounded in our sense of ethical duty. The Lovers card suggests a primordial responsibility to choose ethically. Compare 3 cards in the deck feature serpent imagery. The Lovers, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Seven of Cups appearing in one of the chalices. The serpents here call to mind the notion under every flower a serpent coiled, warning the seeker of dangerous temptation and an unanticipated turn of events, a warns of how quickly bliss can become tragedy. Key 6, the Lovers, is associated with the theological scenario, the hieroglyph of the knowledge of good and evil. The element of air governs. This card attributions associated with air will represent the external force at play in the seeker's situation. Yang energy is dominant. The Lovers could also relate to the sign Gemini and timing-wise denote the period May 21st to June 20. Quite interesting. So, because I am learning the meanings of the Rider-Waite-Smith, that's why I'm going to be often here looking at my guidebook, because I wanted to learn it that way. And so, the High Priestess, intuition, clairvoyance, premonition, perceptivity. In many cards of the major arcana, a pool of water is depicted. For example, Temperance, card 14, card 17, the Star, card 18, the Moon, and card 20, Judgment, which represents the submergence of or emergence from varying levels of consciousness. The pool can also denote the unconscious and connection to the collective unconscious. In the High Priestess, the priestess Gone transforms seamless into a pool, indicating an unbroken link and interchange with the unconscious here. You see that this here looks like water. In this case, we don't have that. The High Priestess is a card of spirituality, psychic energy, and intuition. The Priestess calls to mind Isis, patroness of nature and magic, the keeper of science, wisdom, and knowledge. She conveys to the seeker that the seeker is one with powerful unconscious knowledge and that the seeker must activate intuition to retrieve that knowledge. Contrasting key 1, the Magician, is creation in outer space. Key 2, the High Priestess, is creation in the inner sphere, intuition, psyche. The word Torah, written on her scroll, indicates the body of law that governs the spiritual and physical universe, not unlike the concept of Dharma depicted in Key 10, the Wheel of Fortune. In a psychological method of attribution, the High Priestess is associated with memory, the maintaining and processing of information within. She represents how we encode, store, and retrieve our experiences. The High Priestess is also about duality. We have 2 times duality here. There is a flux to the matter at hand. There are potent, recessive, unseen, or feminine forces at play. The seeker is cautioned to keep sensitive information secret for now. Do not tell others yet. Secrecy abounds. The High Priestess brings spiritual feminine energy with slight sexual overtones. Well, the duality is seen in the synchronous meaning to Torah, which in Japanese means tiger. The word Torah can be used as a coded message indicating attack. There is a crouching tiger essence to the High Priestess. While she appears sitting calm and serene, she is in fact prepared to advance if needed at any moment. A good grief. The High Priestess is a long card. I'm not going to read everything. I'm losing patience. That is a lot to digest, but I've got the gist of it. So then we have the Two of Cups, friendship, affinity, cooperation. Number 2, balance, dualism. The Two of Cups is about harmony, cooperation, and two compatible personalities. It is a card of soulmates, people whose fate and karma are intertwined. The card represents two individuals who work well together. The lion's head atop the caduceus represents the combined strength of the two working cooperatively. It symbolizes the power of alliance. For some tarot practitioners, the caduceus suggests a sense of healing. Figuratively, the card can also represent the harmony and balance of our internal dichotomies. When a reading is about love, the card could indicate the start of a new romance and mutual attraction. The romance will have a strong friendship element to it. The relationship will be one of healing. The couple is well balanced. When a reading is not about love, the card indicates friendship and harmonious collaboration with one other individual that will bring fulfillment to both. It shows two people working together out of a mutual respect and love for each other. The caduceus wand is symbolic of commerce. I probably am pronouncing that symbol wrong, but whatever. In a question about work, there may be a genuine alliance that will yield great fruition and advantage to the seeker. The red lion's head represents strength of character. The Two of Cups can be thought of as the best friend card. If there has been a great deal of conflict and quarreling in the seeker's relationship, romantic or otherwise, the Prince of the Two of Cups indicates reconciliation. So it looks like pile number 3 that the main theme of the month of December is that you either will have a partnership that is going to be fulfilling, that could heal you, that you are going to work together, but do know that there is an undertone with the lovers that we had with the serpent, that you should pay attention and trust yourself, your intuition, when to speak, when to have things hidden from others. Like, if you are getting into a new relationship, don't tell everyone that you have a new relationship, so that their energy don't messes with the relationship from the beginning. Just take your time to get the other person to know, be with them a bit longer before you tell others that you are in a relationship. Just because there are people sometimes, not everyone, that's why I'm saying just be cautious. Not everyone is like this, but there are people that can get envious and jealous if you share some good stories. So when it's in the beginning of a relationship, I, as a person myself, would indicate you to keep that a little bit hidden till you form a grounded and if you hear the honk of the car, let's take that as a message of, yep, we are right on point. That keeping yourself with the other person grounded and have a solid foundation that cannot be rocked by anything. Outside forces that may want to intervene in the beginning of the relationship. But know that you have the power within you, because we have the High Priestess, and we saw in the guidebook the High Priestess has a lot of knowledge that she can access to, and power, and that you have that too. That basically you have that power. You just need to trust it. So pay attention to what came up from the guidebook, and this is going to be your main theme. And if this is not related with relationship, then it's finding about balance between yourself, your mind, and your heart, and harmony. It could also be about friendships, since we have the Two of Cups. It doesn't have to be all romantic. Can be just that December is highlighted by friendships, your own power, and finding balance and harmony within those relationships. So let's see what to look out for in the month ahead. I'm going to make this smaller now so that we have room for the other cards. So we have the star, and I need to hide the star. And then we have the Two of Wands in reverse, the Ace of Cups in reverse, the King of Swords in reverse, and this was, how was it, like this? And the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, looks like don't burn yourself out with the Ace of Cups in reverse. You have to have your cup full before you help others. It's just the first thing that came to my mind when I saw the Ace of Cups. But I don't want to talk bullshit. That's why I'm going to get into the guidebook. So reverse meaning of the Ace of Cups is superficiality, rejection, promiscuity, okay? If the Ace of Cups is reminiscent of the Holy Grail, then the card in reverse suggests the seeking of glory for the wrong reasons. The seeker is not in pursuit of glory for spiritual fulfillment, but rather for material or superficial gain. The card in reverse might also indicate delays in spiritual fulfillment as a result of materialistic or superficial motivations. The seeker's heart is not in the right place, so the outcome will not be as the seeker desires. In questions about romance, the seeker's perception of love is too materialistic. The seeker needs a spiritual breakthrough. The card could be a warning that the seeker's objectives, even if achieved, won't bring joy. The card could also mean there is promiscuity in a relationship, unstable desires, or overindulgence. The promiscuity indicated by the Ace of Cups in reverse is most likely a mental or emotional one, not physical. Nevertheless, there is trouble in love. Entrepreneurial or creative ventures will not be spiritual fulfilling. More diligence is ahead for the venture will. More diligence is ahead before the venture will bring the seeker contentment. That or the seeker needs to reevaluate what his or her motivations are. Well then, so that the Ace of Cups here in the middle is the main message of what you need to look out for. The authors that are besides them just construct a little bit more information to that main message. So I'm going to start now with the star going to the Two of Wands, then the King of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles and Knight of Coins, to get more information that we know now that there is something about materialistic stuff. And we have the Pentacles here that talks about the physical, the materialistic, and the financial things. We have the King of Swords that represents communication and thoughts, as well as a person, and the Knight of Pentacles can also be representing a person. So let's go to the star. I hope that this star card is not as long as the High Priestess was. This star, I will not show because as here in the star, the person is without clothes. Here it is too, and I don't want to have problems with YouTube. So what it says here about the keywords are hope, optimism, inspiration, visionary. The star represents hope, inspiration, and mental health. The bird perched on the tree conveys new opportunities that will restore hope in the seeker. Hope in the dark, huh? The card exemplifies the abundance of happiness, harmony, beauty, hope, and peace in the seeker's life. By the way, Hope in the Dark is a song from a group of VTubers, virtual YouTubers, that I've been watching lately. So that's why Hope in the Dark. If you want, give a listen to it. It's interesting. Of course, if only you are interested in Japanese culture a little bit, even though they are English speaking, they are in the song, there are parts that are spoken in Japanese. But yeah. Note that the card is not about material abundance, but rather spiritual abundance. The star is the good omen of contentment. If the seeker is a writer, philosopher, researcher, or academic, then the star card is particularly optimistic. It suggests an individual who will be contributing significantly and leaving behind a great legacy. The seeker can be prepared for a bright, hopeful future ahead. All around are newly budding red rose bushes, suggesting the nascence of occurring esoteric knowledge. The star suggests renewal or restoration of hope. It can also represent spiritual guidance within, even from the divine. In practical application, the card could represent someone who is a spiritual counselor, who shares his or her spirituality with others to restore hope and inspire others. Sub-personalities master the balance between intelligence and love. Compare the 8-pointed star of the Charioteer's crown in the Chariot, card 7, recurs here in full bloom in card 17, the star. There is a sense that the star was the source of the Charioteer's divine empowerment. Considering the numerological sequence of the cards, the chariot almost appears to be returning from the future, giving a sense of fluidity in the space-time continuum. Yet the chariot is about action and control. The star is about the optimism and hope that such action and control will yield success. In practical application, if the two appear together, note the date, not. Then we have here all the comparison. I'm going to leave that. And moving on to the Two of Wands. Yeah, we had again this contentment coming up, but currently you will not reach the contentment that you wanted, but there is still hope that it will come, that there is just a need to make some adjustments, because we have here a lot of cards that are in reverse and that can play against the situation in this scenario. So we have the Two of Wands in reverse: impatience, haste, and rush. Yeah, don't rush the things. I can show this again. So if the seeker is male, he has been trying to become more than his father, and if the seeker is female, she has been trying to surpass her mother. And if you are non-binary or just don't have any gender, you are welcome here. You can just choose between father or mother figure. So depending on your story, of course. So make it so that it fits you and your personality and your story. Coming from the gender-based thing, not about everything else. It's just a gender thing. You can adjust this to you. However, the card in reverse suggests falling short of such pursuits. The seeker is pursuing transcendence with the wrong intentions. Again, the Ace of Cups, the intentions is not right yet. I must readjust his or her intentions, their intentions, in order to achieve true transcendence. Generally, the Two of Wands is about the aspiration to achieve more than a predecessor. In reverse, the Two of Wands might suggest a wrong approach in the seeker's attempt to achieve that aspiration. But practical experience, the Two of Wands in reverse often appears when there is tension between the seeker's aspiration and those aspirations that the seeker's parent has imposed on the seeker. There is tension in the duality of the seeker's own aspiration and what others expect the seeker aspiration to be. The Two of Wands in reverse could also indicate the early stages of an enterprise seem to have started off well, but may not reach fruition as the seeker anticipated. This is attributed directly to hasty planning on the seeker's part or striking too early. Timing is off. Be more patient. Do not rush things. Watch the details. The card wants the seeker to not be rushed. The card in reverse could also indicate that others may absorb the fruits of the seeker's labor. That meaning relates back to the sense that the seeker has one particular intention for him, herself, themselves, oneself, I don't know, what would make it more gender neutral, while others are trying to impose different intentions on that seeker. However, here the card does not indicate any hostility or malice from others. Everyone means well. There is merely a difference or dichotomy of opinion. Okay, so we know that there is a need to reevaluate some things. Now let's see what the King of Swords has to do with this. And the Knight of Pentacles. Let's start with the King of Swords. Here we have you. The King of Swords. Malice, unyielding. Well, reverse meaning. The King of Swords in reverse suggests ruthless action, malice, and wants of ulterior motives. There may be evil intentions from others. Someone is not acting with integrity. The King of Swords in reverse denotes destructive, self-serving ambition. The card could also indicate a literal man in the seeker's life who is having a negative influence on the seeker. Look to neighboring cards and also the location in the spread to determine whether it should take on a literal or figurative meaning. Since we have right besides it the Ace of Cups that talked about you having not the right intentions, the King of Swords may be you, and the Knight of Pentacles may be someone else. Seed of Pentacles is right the next one. So the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is inertia, timidity. Money affairs are at a standstill. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse could indicate timidity. Could also indicate a young man in the seeker's life who embodies the qualities of the Knight of Pentacles, who has a negative impact or influence on the seeker's current situation. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse indicates inertia in financial matters. So the characteristics of the Knight of Pentacles is methodical, rational man, trustworthy, reliable, but perhaps not very imaginative. Lives life of conventionalism. He may have a heavy, dull, or materialistic outlook. However, he is kind and gentle, and his soul is fundamentally good when it's in upright, of course. He is someone who others can count on to be financially stable. In this case, he may not be. But yeah, either it is you that is playing against the situation, or there is someone else, based on the cards, a male figure that you need to pay attention to. And you will know who this is because you have a great intuition. So you can be cautious if you take the warnings to heart. It doesn't mean that you have to be paranoid towards every male person that comes into your life, but your intuition will tell you what you need to know. I'm sorry. So, what energy do you need to release from the month of November? We have the 10 of Wands and the 3 of Cups in reverse. Have you been taking on other people's burdens? Like friendship burdens? It's time for you to release that you cannot do things for others if they don't want to do this for themselves. Just so like one thing out of myself, but of course I'm going to check with the guidebook. Because as I said, I don't want to talk bullshit. 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands, burdened, travail, labor in positions. Number 10, pinnacle of success or pinnacle of tribulation. The seeker is carrying an oppressive load, and while the seeker is handling it well, the load is hindering him, her, they from seeing the path. The seeker cannot see where he, she, they, them is going right now as a result of the oppressive load. Maybe the seeker is indecisive about the path he, she, they should take in that because the seeker is doing too much at once right now. If the inquiry is about adventure, work, or business, it is being inundated with administrative or transactional burdens. And as a result, the seeker has lost track of the adventure's original mission. Yeah, we had this here again that the intention is somehow lost. So you need to get those things sorted because you're still lost, and this may have come from the month of November. The load carried is preventing sight and insight into the future. That said, the outlook is still optimistic as indicated by the blue sky. The seeker manages the burden well without much incident, as suggested by the clear path at his feet. In the end, the seeker will reach his, her, their destination, just as the town is in sight. Typically, the 10 of Wands represents other people's burdens, but the seeker is one who tends to shoulder the burdens of others and make those burdens his, her, theirs own responsibility. The burden could also represent commitments or obligations the seeker has to others. The Wands generally represent not the seeker's own burdens carried for his, her, their personal benefit, but burdens the seeker has. But burdens the seeker has taken on for the sake of others. Contrast, the Two of Pentacles in reverse can suggest the sense of being overburdened, but the Two of Pentacles represent multiple projects or multiple focal points that the seeker is trying to juggle for him, herself, theirself. On the other hand, the 10 of Wands suggests someone who is carrying other people's work and feeling exhausted from their responsibilities. Perhaps the seeker has taken on too much, is so immersed in other people's problems that he, she, they can no longer see his, her, their own path. Too much his, her, she, or he. We need gender neutrality here. The message here is to let go of those burdens and prioritize the self of others, at least until the seeker reaches town. In other words, until the seeker attains his, her, their own personal goals. If the seeker is constantly working for others rather than for him, herself, their self, the resentment that will inevitably accumulate may move the seeker toward imprudent actions. Thus, the seeker is urged to focus on the self again. Yeah, the blue sky suggests that the oppressive load is temporary and the seeker is going to be just fine in the end. Yeah, don't take on people's burdens. If it is too much, yourself comes always first. Then we have the Three of Cups, reverse, hedonism, indulgence, sensualist. Well, the seeker is spending more time on play than work. The card is warning the seeker that too much pleasure could be pain. The seeker relies too much on pleasure seeking. The seeker is full of talent. Yeah. It could be indicate that the seeker thinks has pain. Be careful, there is more than story and it is not happy news. The card could also indicate that the seeker is sexually unhappy. And I cannot say this, but since this card was about celebration, jubilee, merriment, fruition, expansion, amplify, and we have like 3 people here. I'm just going to take this as other people's business. It's not your business, and if you are too exhausted, then leave the business of the others for them to fetch. And make sure that your cup is full, that you have enough energy for yourself, and so that you can work on the things that you want, if possible, of course, because I don't know your situation. So then, what energy can you embody for the month ahead? We have we have the Emperor, some Aries energy. I'm going to make a little cut here because I need some more water, because my throat is being dry. I'm right back, and I am back. So let's get to know the Emperor, the Aries card, the me, myself, and I, because I am an Aries sun. So, Aries. Authority, government, paternity. The Emperor represents authority and government. The Seeker possesses an iron will. Card number 4 symbolizes the theological quaternary, the number of force and sovereignty. I have no idea how to pronounce that. All is in order, under control. The landscape behind the Emperor indicates a stern, severe nature. Traditionally, if the card appears in a man's reading, it indicates self-mastery and vital power, and in a woman's, a father figure. You and pick the one. Well, since we have this as an energy for you to embody, let's take that you take the self-mastery and vital power if you are female or male or non-binary or genderless or whatever, because we are not looking at into fathers figures. The modern, more gender-neutral approach. Hello! Finally, the gender-neutral approach is to interpret it as dominance and superiority in the work, career, and business realms. So focus on your work, your career, and business. Since I don't know if people work here, because I don't know the age range of my viewers, my hours. It could also be school-related things, college. Because if you are underage, maybe you're not meant to be here, because there are some things that are for mature audience. So click away if you are underage. When the Emperor card appears, themes of order, authority, and jurisdiction will be at play. If the Seeker is engaged in a present situation of conflict, then the Emperor card is a positive omen of jus ad bellum. Latin. The Seeker is justified in their fight. Authority is on the side of Seeker. They cause is just, and the card portends to a high likelihood of success for the Seeker. Although there is authority, just cause, and glory in war and battle, as indicated by the armor underneath the Emperor's red robes. In our case, there are no armor, but he is with red. Where was I? Indicated by the armor underneath the robe. What is the Seeker's dominion? What has the Seeker conquered? The kingdom is parched. The dryness of the imagination indicates thirst, a thirst for a different kind of sovereignty than the one the Seeker has attained. The golden orb that the Emperor holds, doesn't hold anything, but let's read it, because here he does hold it. There is the orb. Oops. No, this is the wrong one. Hoppala! My bad. Deba. Upholds calls to mind the story of King Midas of Greek mythology. Oh, hi. Who could turn all that he touched to gold? However, ironically, Midas died of hunger because all that he touched turned to gold, and gold cannot nourish. Well, more tragic yet, oh no, the king turned his beloved daughter to gold. Wow. The Midas theme resonates with the parched kingdom behind the emperor. The Midas allegory will resonate in particular with a seeker if a tarot spread is dominated by the suit of pentacles. It is not. If a spread is dominated by the suit of wands and the emperor appears, then the seeker's approach to matter at hand is to belligerent. So we have 1, 2 wands here for now. We have 1 sword, 1 pentacles, 2 cups cards here. No, 3 cups, it's more of the cups. But let's read. If a tarot dominates suit of wands and the emperor appears, then the seeker's approach to the matter at hand is to belligerent. There is also a sense of scorching the earth in a desperate effort to wield control. The card represents active young force. The Emperor's domination of the mind over the heart. Structure and regulation are pertinent themes. The element of fire governs this card. Attributions associated with fire will represent the external forces at play in the seeker situation. The Emperor, Aries, March 21st till April 19th. Let's see. Your advice is the 10 of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Knight of Cups in reverse. We have 2 knights here. So let's see that. Why am I always going away from my guidebook? Let's see the Queen of Cups. Our main message and advice for this month for pile number 3 is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups, nurturing, warm, tender, and empathic. Ooh. The Queen of Cups is a loving woman. She is the most intuitive of the 4 queens. She functions primarily through her intuition. The High Priestess is back. She trusts her intuition almost to the point of defying logic at times. She is tender, nurturing, and has a tendency to be overprotective of her loved ones. This woman is a counselor. She is a nurturer. She is likely a good wife or a good mother. She may be very empathic, creative, poetic, and generally have a kind demeanor. She is well loved by many, water dominant. The Queen of Cups demonstrates strong people skills, charisma, and a possible gift for prophecy. There is a tendency to be moody. Could signify Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. The ornate and unique golden cup that she holds signifies her high privilege and status in life over others. Her clothing suggests purity in thought, good intentions, and someone who is a dreamer, likely very idealistic. Mermaids symbolize, and there are mermaids. Oh yeah, there are. Mermaids symbolize an idealized and rare form of feminine beauty. They also represent vanity and fickle temper. The ocean water at her feet is rippling, unsettled. This suggests that the seeker is someone who tends to overthink situations. Same. Also shows amplification of emotions. Figuratively, the Queen of Cups could indicate strong, effective nurturing of interpersonal relationships. From French playing card tradition, the Queen of Cups is said to correspond with the biblical character Judith, a widow who charms and seduces the villainous Holofernes and subsequently beheads him to save her city. Whoa. No. Okay. Quite interesting. Let's see what this has to do. Let's get more information with the 10 of Pentacles here. Here, the 10 of Pentacles. It's stability, alliance, aristocracy, urbanity, prestige. Number 10, Pinnacle of Success or Pinnacle of Tribulation. The 10 of Pentacles represents dynasty. It represents a financial, stable, and secure family. That family will gain long-lasting wealth and prosperity. Pinnacle of Success. This card typically appears in spread for seekers who are from a thriving family business or come from a family of wealth or financial stability. Oh, we did have this thing about financially not being secure here, to look out for this. And the family is enjoying the fruits of patriarch's hard work. We could also take this as matriarch, because it's not only patriarch. Dogs indicate faithfulness and dominacy. The 10 of Pentacles can also suggest the acquisition of power through family alliances. Well, that is quite interesting. So maybe your advice, if you are having financial troubles, that you should maybe ask your family for help. The 9 of Cups, disencouragement, ennui, unmotivated discomfiture. There may be feelings of discouragement. The 9 of Cups in reverse could also indicate someone who is out of touch with reality. We did have the saying that the Queen of Cups can be dreamy and idealistically. The seeker is overly emotional, feeling withdrawn from the world, or being lazy and idle. Could also indicate a young male in the seeker's life who embodies the qualities of the Cup of Knights, but who has a negative impact or influence on the seeker's current situation. Knight cards are about action, and when the Knight of Cups appears in reverse, the seeker is withholding from taking the necessary action in a particular relationship. The Knight of Cups in reverse is about not fully expressing how you feel to another and keeping your feelings about someone to yourself. So the what was it? Qualities of the Knight of Cups is charming young man of high intelligence, possesses great people skills, inspires and motivates others. He is romantic, sensitive, a dreamer, someone with lofty thoughts. Usually skilled in the arts, very social and charismatic on the outside, but on the inside his feelings are easily hurt and he does not take criticism well. He sees the world through poetry and beauty. They could be you, but it's... We had the High Priestess at the beginning and the Queen of Cups here again. I think you are being represented as the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups, and everything else is someone else in your life. But yeah, that's the advice. So pay attention to your intuition. If you feel like you don't need to take action, then don't. But if you feel that you should take action, then do it. Like we have here the 10 of coins. You may come from a good family that is financial well enough so that if you ever fall into this financial problem here, you can ask them for help. I do hope that you have people in your family that will gladly help you out if you ever face a situation like that. Then we have the possible outcome for the month of December is the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, the Hierophant, and the Fool in reverse. Sorry. I think I'm getting hungry. So let's see. The Hierophant. The Hierophant. Tradition, conventionalism, institutionalism. The Hierophant card suggests conformity as a prevailing impulse. To conform, one must repress certain aspects of oneself that are different from others. Hence, the Hierophant card is also about concealment. It can represent deception, the concealment or distortion of truths. It can suggest a good intention to protect, but a negative result from those intentions, because a person should never assume he, she, they knows better than other, and therefore try to protect or shield someone else from knowledge. We are not the keeper of others, either the seeker out of a good intention is... Hold on, the phone's ringing. I'm back. It was our home phone. I don't know how it's called. It's not my private phone because it's filming, so it was a number that I don't know, so I'm not going to call back. Mostly it's those people that are selling stuff. So yeah, protect or shield someone else from knowledge. We are not the keeper of others. Either the seeker out of good intention is withholding the truth from someone else because the seeker wants to protect that person, or someone is withholding the truth from the seeker, albeit out of a good intention to protect the seeker. In either case, the result will be negative and will hurt the seeker more than it helps. Well, knowledge should be accessible to all. There we have. The Hierophant also reminds the seeker that the pressure to conform may cause stigma. Individuals should be free to be their true selves. With the pressure to conform comes persecution, often unfair persecution of others who have chosen not to conform. Thus, there is a dark undertone to the Hierophant. The theory behind the darker interpretation of the Hierophant is that the card was inspired by Pope Clement V, who persecuted the Knights Templar in the 1300s and allowed for their execution. Well, that is dark. Generally, the card represents the orthodox institution in power and the subjection or even oppression of those who stray from that orthodoxy. It is about groupthink of over-individuality. Also note that sometimes the Hierophant can indicate that the institutions are related to the matter at hand. The seeker may be dealing with organized institution or be a leader in such an organized institution. If the seeker is a leader in an organized institution, then the card is a cautionary message to the seeker to not pressure members to conform. The traditional meaning ascribed to the Hierophant is that of sanctum sanctorum, or that which has been ascribed as holy. If the emperor is about having authority from government or the father, then the Hierophant is about having authority from the divine. Card 5, the Hierophant represents the theological quinary, the number of religion and faith. Upright, the Hierophant represents orthodoxy, conforming to what is the present norm, membership in the majority, and having the approval of those in power. The reverse, we don't care. The Hierophant is a holy man, an important figure in his society, the interpreter of sacred mysteries. People rely on him to be a channel between heaven and earth. In a reading, the card typically indicates a desire to follow conventions and norms, a traditionalist, one who holds traditional values. Perhaps the seeker is placing too much importance on social and societal approval. There is an inclination toward group identification. Perhaps there is bondage to societal conventions. The seeker is trying to observe what society deems is right in those marks here. compare key, the High Priestess is associated with the mystical and metaphysical possession of wisdom and divine knowledge. The Hierophant is about the pedagogy of wisdom and divine knowledge. The Hierophant denotes ecclesiastical authority. If card 5, the Hierophant represents the Orthodox, the key, the High Priestess, represents the heterodox. The High Priestess is connected to the Hierophant in a way similar to the connection between the Empress and the Emperor. That's nice. So we had the High Priestess here and the Hierophant, so they appeared both. So that's an interesting thing to note. And my throat needs a break with some water. So now I'm going to look at the two here that will give us more information about it. Is orthodox thing, society, maybe, blah blah blah. Pentacles, what are you? The Nine of Pentacles here. Reversed, dissatisfaction, depression, longing. There is so much in the Seeker's life to enjoy, but the Seeker is not happy because they feel alone. Oh, the Seeker has been so focused on work and acquiring material gain that he or she or they neglected interpersonal relationship. Oh, that's sad. As a result, the Seeker is now enjoying success in solitude, and this is a source of depression. Oh no! The Seeker feels empty inside in spite of great independent wealth. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse suggests dissatisfaction, despondency, or depression, even though on the outside the Seeker appears to others to lead the perfect charmed life. No, I don't want that for you. That's sad. Oh, come on, what's that? What is that for a possible outcome? Well, it's possible. It's a possible outcome. So you have still the means to change that. So please, if you don't want to be alone, don't get lonely, please. No. So we have the Fool in reverse. Vanity, foolishness, indiscretion, inanity. In reverse meaning, the Seeker has been contemplating a new start or release from the past, but must be cautious as this decision may not be the best choice. The Fool in reverse could also indicate that the Seeker has been acting in reckless disregard of consequences. If in a relationship it is a spontaneous one, if the inquiry is a work-related issue, then there is uncertainty as to whether it will be a huge success or a huge failure. However, the Seeker's attitude or behavior has been foolish or naive. Oh no. And thus, at the rate the Seeker is going, chances of a failure are high. Oh no. Seeker must exercise greater wisdom and maturity if he or they want to change course and ensure success. You have still the time. When the Fool appears in reverse, the Seeker has not fallen to his or her demise yet, but is on that fork, and so it would behoove the Seeker to turn back and take the other fork. Yeah, go! I'm not going to... What is this? When the Fool appears in reverse, Psalm 40.1 comes to mind. The Fool says in his heart, there is no God. In reverse, the Fool indicates a turning away from wisdom and indulgence in vanity, superficiality, and materialism. There may be a tendency to be selfish or lazy, and thus an inability to progress positively. The concept there is no God, as applied here, is not literal atheism. It is a reference to the Seeker's carefree, reckless attitude toward consequences or toward the understanding of a greater divinity. It is about not coming to terms with one's personal karma. The Seeker is acting foolish, disregarding the consequences of their action. Pile number 3, you have still the time to take a different route. This is just one possibility. You have the time to choose different. Do that. Please. Don't go that path. don't go. Oh man, that was kind of I feel a little bit bad, but it was what needed to be. I'm sorry. I hope you can find it in your way to not let this be the final answer that we had here in the Fool card, that you are at the fork and you can still choose a different path. So the hope's not lost. The hope's not lost. So let's go into the oracle cards to get more messages or maybe advices, whatever may come up for you. So what else does pile number 3 need to know about December 2023? Any advices, any other messages that pile number 3 needs to know for December 2023? Please Spirit guide. The weight of world boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. Fits perfectly with the 10 of wands. You don't have to carry the weight of the world. You need firstly to take care of yourself before you can take care of others. Fill your cup. Now it has a little bit of water because I needed to fill it for myself, but fill your cup first to the brim before you can give the contents out to others. Because if you come from a place where, like this, I have like this amount of water here. If you come from a place with this amount of water and you are giving to others your time and space, you will be left with nothing. And that's when you get burned out. So you need to fill that up and then help others, because then you can share a little bit and not be burned out. That's the thing that we talked about here with the 10 of wands and the 3 of cups. The energy that you need to release, the let it go. It's not yours to carry. When you are at a better space and a better thing, then you can see if you have the space to listen and help out. But first you have to take care of yourself so that you don't burn out. What else does pile number 3 need to know about December 2023? Any advices from you, Spirit guide? What else does pile number 3 need to know about December? Any last messages for pile number 3 about the December 2023? Anything else that pile number 3 needs to know? Anything else that may help pile number 3 for December 2023? No. Okay. At the back of the deck we have your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative, accountability. Those are for the artists out there. You can create whatever you want. You just have to be accountable for it. Your life is a canvas. You can paint the canvas however you want, with whatever you want to do. Manifest the things that you desire. So, to end this reading on a lighter note, here we have the affirmators deck with affirmations that are a little bit funny, humorous. You can of course take the affirmations so that they are a little bit more serious if you want, just so that we end this reading with a little bit of fun after we discovered how the possible outcome would be. So do not let yourself be discouraged. Let's get some help with affirmation. So please figure out which affirmation would be helpful for pile number 3's December 2023. Which affirmations would be helpful for pile number 3's December 2023? Nope, the tarot cards not. So at the back of the deck we have connection. Yeah, well, if you don't want to end up alone in solitude like the 9 of coins, Use this one. Connection. I'm connected to the multitudes and I can access their support at any time. Even a stranger offers a sense of comfort when they smile at me or make a dumb comment about the weather. Everyone is waiting to connect. All I need to do is open myself up and pay attention. Note to self, work on witty banter about weather-related stuff. Oh. And we have authenticity. Authenticity is the name of the game. Whatever comes up, I will feel it. Whatever needs to be said, I will say it. Whoever doesn't get it doesn't have to get it, but at least they know it because I've said it, and that's way better than leaving a passive-aggressive note about it. And we have no need to do. I'm exactly where I need to be, exactly when I need to be. There's nothing more I need to do. I mean, yes, there will always be laundry and taxes, but in terms of my life's path, I don't need to do anything because I am already here. I take a deep breath, relax, and trust, and then do laundry. And you also have ultimate potential. I choose to live a life of my fullest potential. I trust that this will draw me towards experiences and people that support my growth and accomplishment. Tuning into this frequency, I now reach higher heights than I ever thought possible. Knowing that's an option, why would I have ever tuned into anything else? I'm looking at you, smooth jazz and talk radio. We have a color scheme here that's almost the same. Ideal partnership. Oh, here comes the partnership that we have with the lovers and the Two of Cups here at the main theme. I'm a rare and precious find, and my brilliance will be reflected back to me when I'm paired with a true match. My ideal partnerships and working relationships are easy and free-flowing. I deserve greatness because I am greatness. And to paraphrase Rumi, what I'm looking for is also looking for me. In fact, he or she might be paraphrasing Rumi right now. And he, she, they might. Then we also have clarity. Stopping to listen to my inner self, I can easily separate my intuition from my mental chatter. The clarity of my intuition is a sweet, simple fruit that tastes familiar. And the mental chatter is a confusing, bitter rind that I shall peel off and chuck into the garbage or compost heap if your mental chatter happens to be organic. The mental chatter is also quite loud. So your intuition is a whisper and your mental chatter is louder. Then we have strength. Oh, you were the group that also chose strength as a card right at the top. Here it comes again. Strength. You are hereby declared a strong, resilient warrior of heroic proportions. Enjoy your battles, whatever they are, because you're guaranteed to come through them stronger, brighter, and more compassionate. And based on what I know of mythology, probably with grey hair and a six-pack. If you don't know about mythology, do look for Greek statues, and then you will know mythology with their great hair and their six-pack. It's always so fun. I love this god because it hits right the spot of my ancestry. I can make jokes because I am half Greek, so. Then we have inspiration. There is a voice of inspiration within me. Right now it's only a whisper, but the more I listen, the louder it will get. Soon it will be a flawless speech voiced by James Earl Jones through a megaphone with lots of applause. So pie number 3. This is everything that I have for you. I hope it could help a little bit. I wish you all the best. I'm cheering you on. Thank you for sticking with me, TV, and we'll be seeing you in my next video. Have a beautiful month of December. Bye!